Also, last year's winner. Now, are you two a combination? You guys are a pair. Okay, perfect. Humongous Fungus of Urungus.
You may have imprisoned me in that porta potty 150 fucking billion years ago, but I am here for you. You are not taking the swamp donkey class in a quantum championship wrestling belt away from me. I may have stolen it from your fucking fat mother, but I will not lose it to you, Turtle King.
Guello! Holy shit! 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 Holy shit!
Holy shit. Oh yeah, this one's already lost in the algorithm. I could tell it's gonna be that kind of night. A humongous shit show. Oh, I said it again. I'm just like shit. Oh fuck. Welcome to the GWARPod. I am your host, Kevin Vonesper. Thank you for coming. You already know our guest. He's you wanted him, we got him. Our first scum dog, I think. I'm not sure what he is. He's like a pile of shit, I think. I'm not sure. I guess that video we just saw from the barbecue is sort of an origin story. Uh-oh, did my microphone fall off? No, can you guys hear me? Hello. This is ASMR, AMS Guar with Kevin Vonesper. Oh boy, if you hated my flow last time with Dr. Michael Bishop, you're gonna really hate me tonight on the GWARPod.
GWARPod comes from on GWARPod. 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 GWARPod.
Yeah, I'm ready to defend the fucking Intergalactic Wrestling Championship. Interview? What the hell are you talking about, interview? I'm supposed to be filming promos, not a fucking interview. You gotta be kidding me. When?
Humongous Fungus of Urungus, are you there?
Oh shit,
Oh
right
boy,
now?
are we already having technical difficulties?
Hey!
Already a shit show. Humongous Fungus of
I'm
Urungus.
so sorry about that. My manager sucks.
Oh, fuck that manager.
Yeah,
Is it
posing back
lazy-
to both of them. I have two managers.
Is it Lazy P Martini?
Now it's actually Poser Maximus and the Passover Pimp. Believe you me, I don't get as much money as I should. You know, sorry, I thought I was cutting promos for my intergalactic championship wrestling bullshit I got coming up.
Are those the Frank Sinatra belts of total world domination?
I wish. I'm more low class.
Yeah, which belts were those?
That's actually the intergalactic swamp donkey class belt from 2016. I got that one from a green cave troll skank that you may or may not know. And the other one here, that's the 10,000 flushes spew golden turd.
It's gonna be one of those kind of nights. I'm not gonna have to worry about dead air tonight because we have Humongous Fungus of Urungus among
Hell yeah.
us.
My farts will fill the airwaves.
I'm trying to think of anything else that rhymes with that. What else rhymes with fungus, Urungus, among us?
Among Us, Chungus.
That's not a real word.
That's a real word.
It's a real word.
With
Can you
humongous
define that for me? Humongous Fungus of Urungus?
Chungus, it's that buildup that you get when you're ramming whatever you're ramming real hard, but may it be churning butter, Amish style, or maybe like milking the cow that is your wife a little too hard, or maybe it's your uncle. That uncle milk. You like that? So you churn that butter. Anyways, that's Chungus.
We're churning something here tonight. Humongous Fungus of Urungus. I feel like Jella Biafra in Skullhead Face. There's no need for in costume appearances before everyone gets blown away. All right, let me ask you about your costume. Is that a real skull or is that your face?
Is that a real? Of course, it's a real skull.
This thing with the horns popping out. Is that part of your actual face, or is that just like your armor, your costume? What do you call that?
This is part of my armor.
Battle armor.
Costume. This is my everyday attire. See, I actually acquired the horns when I first came here to Earth.
You're very horny.
To find my father. I am a horny bastard. I have extra horns.
Oh my god! I didn't even see those.
Oh yes, it's a height. If I want to dive down and be like,
you're gonna have to crouch down if we want to see the full effect.
I mean, I could sit on the fucking ice shelf down here, but I don't want to get my.
It's okay. We want our guests to be comfortable here at the GWARPod.
What's that?
We want our guests to be comfortable on the GWARPod.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's why I brought my own porta potty. That's right. I was recently gifted a golden porta potty. Look at that. It's even got, which way does that go? It's got the little roll of toilet paper and everything.
I don't think you're going to fit in there, Humongous.
Yeah, but I can put my roaches in there.
Oh, I see that. That's very handy. Have you tried any of that guar, what do they call it? It used to be the butt of gods, and now it's the new dank ages, right? You tried any of that shit?
I've not tried the new dank ages. I'll have to try that. I had the sour tsunami that was the butt of gods. That tasted pretty good. I mean,
you got the gummies? I never got the gummies.
I didn't get the gummies. I thought they were suppositories, so I was all about it. And then I heard I had to put them in my mouth. And I was like, unless I can shit them out whole and then shove it back up my ass, I don't fucking want them.
Well, the new dank ages coming soon from Guar. I don't know if they're legally allowed to put the anything beyond CBD in it yet, but it's good for branding. Once it's legal, we're just gonna have that shipped right to our door.
Exactly, and it tastes good. All right, that's the thing is I love to get so inebriated that I find myself pulling half joints out of the side of the venue when I'm at a Guar show, like at the Irving Plaza, for instance. But every now and then I just want to taste it, like when I'm sucking a dick. I mean, smoking a cigar.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Well, Irving Plaza has that side smoking area, but I guess that's not sufficient enough.
That's where you hide the joints. There's a hole in the wall that the hobos put their pecker in, and you can slide doobies in there. And then you say, I gotta go smoke a butt. I haven't smoked butts since I was friggin' smoking off a roasting corpse over a pile of burning holy books. And that was like 3 days ago.
Yeah, they never caught me there.
Oh, they caught me because I'm 7 feet fucking tall. I just looked at him and, huh?
Yeah. So actually, that is our origin story. If we want to start there, if we can call this starting at all, let me show a picture. That's from, I believe, Guar 2017. It's the first one, I think.
That was the first. That was before I had plastic surgery. See,
Yes.
I had put out a magazine called Potty Hotties featuring lovely ladies half naked on toilets, fully clothed, and it afforded me this lovely latex surgery of melted down condoms that I used to create. Let's just say, a couple things here and there.
That's why I didn't recognize you anymore. I was like, who is this guy talking to me? That doesn't look like the Humongous that I met.
Exactly. See, I thawed out essentially. Back then there was more layers of crust because my entire face, believe it or not, it's actually 10,000 flushes spew from that time that I was trapped in that fucking porta potty for 55 million fucking years.
I guess that's a good time to, yeah. I was going to say, if you were born in 2017, you would have been 6 years old there. But how old were you there?
I was actually not born in 2016. You see, here's the story.
Yes, tell me the story.
I'll give you the short version of it because I know you filthy humans probably want to know.
Is anybody chiming this?
My father, well, not my father, but the fungal bearer of my loins, Odorous Urungus, when he was jettisoned out of the master's ass, the last thing he did was drag his fungal feet down the toothy asshole of the master, leaving behind just a little bit of flesh with that funky fungus. It turned into an anoscopic pregnancy. Yes, that's right, leeching off the power of the master. Eventually, my hulking form and turd fell into the toilet. Had it not been for my first words, I would have been jettisoned into the shit pits to be recycled for fuel. My first words, one turd to rule them all.
Did you have to like break out of a giant turd? Like,
I actually was the giant turd, believe it or not.
Oh.
It was a beautiful thing. It was like giving birth to a fucking rhinoceros and your tiny taxi. Imagine that, just horns coming all out of there and shit. It was awesome. The master,
where did this happen? On Earth or some other planet?
this was in Scumdog Year. The master had no idea he's a giant butt. He thought it was just another turd to flush. And I was actually the prodigal son. Yes, I was to be sent into the arena to prove my worth, to become a scumdog. Unfortunately.
So are you a scumdog?
Well, here's the deal. Here's the thing. This is where it gets complicated.
Yes, let's get complicated, Humongous.
In
Why
the battle arena,
you gotta go and be so complicated?
It's rape, kill, or be killed and raped. The slow tards, tired of being raped.
Yes, we've heard that song "Raped at Birth." Is that accurate?
Very accurate. Yes, it is. Tossed into the gladiatorial arena, forced to fend for myself with 3 assholes. I decided the best option would be to bend over and take all 3. Yes, Battle Max, some issues. Fuck Mr. Perfect.
Yes. I gotta say though, this is like probably my least favorite GWAR album cover. They're not even on it. What's going on, GWAR?
I know. See, here's the thing. I'll tell you why. My theory.
They rectified it for this one, so
yes, I do love that album. I love all the GWAR album covers, but Battle Maximus, it signifies something personal for me.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, I was cast out of the arena, cast into space, banished. Out there in the darkness, that's where I met that green whore. I'm not going to say it was Bone Snapper's mother. I'm just going to say there happened to be a green cave troll-like creature at Cherry Delights. Now, the Cherry Delight is an intergalactic stripper bar with 30 feet of period blood. Oh, I love it. They give you umbilical cord from real fucking elephant. Snorkel.
Was it Miss Cherry Delight or was it Estrogena?
It was Miss Cherry Delight, believe it or not. Little did she know. Or maybe it was, well, it's her namesake, all right? I'm just going to say. It was definitely some cherry blood going on in that place. I had a threesome. It was with an intergalactic tortoise. If you've never seen an interplanetary tortoise, intergalactic tortoise, that big disc spinning a world, spinning on its back as it's humping away. Me being the limp dick loser that I am, I never touched that green cave troll. Do I look green?
You got
All
a
these
more of a
years
blue
later.
tint. You match my eyes. You kind of match my eyes.
Yes. The shit or the blue? Which one is it?
Oh, well, it depends on the day, I suppose.
Yes, I know what you're saying there. Sometimes I get the pink eye too.
In the shade here, it looks a little darker, but oh, I got those blue eyes.
Oh, he's got the blue eyes. He's got the freaking good ones. Save him.
Save
We'll
me.
keep those eyes for
Save
the
me.
Blade Runner. But now, once I was done, I woke up and I was trapped on a freaking freighter ship carrying none other than the prototype for the Porto Potty. The porta potty that was to be put around the entire galaxy. For you see, the master had a plan before I failed to harvest all of the shit in the entire world. I was to be the captain of the ship armada. It's a long, complicated story, but I wound up
Yes,
on
keep
Earth.
talking. Keep talking.
As I wound up on Earth, it was back in the days of the brontosaurus butt fucking and the raptor reach arounds and, you know, the friggin' three ways with the triceratops. GWAR was in the midst of what you might call a Jurassic Fight Club. All right, the extinction of the dinosaurs, some would call it. I was there. They did my drugs. I wound up back in the porta potty.
So
The
were you
last thing I
there? Were you
remember-
there when they composed the first song with the dinosaur gizzards stretched across
I
the
was not.
mountaintops?
Had I been
I
there,
write the songs. I hear it was called.
yes, had I been there, I may have sang 18 Wheels of Love, and then it wouldn't, the music would never be the same. GWAR did the right thing. But as I sat in that porta potty, now keep in mind, I was a much larger creature at this point in time. I was rather humongous. I was a fat fuck. Filling the porta potty with my girth, it began to rock and sway in the edge of a chasm. As I toppled backwards in the porta potty over the edge, I heard a turtle-like voice say, "I'm sorry, Dad." Now, in my opinion, I think Bone Snapper somehow, some way, snuck back through time. After seeing a nexus in the timeline, when he grabbed the cuttlefish from Mr. Perfect, Bone Snapper saw the man that was supposedly his father, and he knew that the fucking bowheads would need some entertainment. So he fucking froze my ass just so I could come out and bitch and piss and moan and groan, and then his broke-ass mother could milk fucking child support out of me. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. It's an out-of-level conspiracy.
So you're from the past?
Yes, I am. I've been frozen in that goddamn porta potty until 2016.
Gotcha.
I was forced to watch reruns of everything from the 80s, the 90s, all of it. Somebody was beaming in this shit, trying to drive me insane. The madness at the core of my mind. If it wasn't for Postulus Maximus,
he's also blue.
The barge came in memory of Flatus. Those goddamn penguins and Mexican parking attendants backed into the back of the castle, busted off a hunk of the facade, which just happened to be where my porta potty was frozen. Years later, when my father passed, the scumdog scream echoing through time and space of Humongous Urungus dying shattered the mental fucking prison that I was locked in. And as I farted blowing myself off on the toilet, out of the porta potty. It tore my dick off, my balls. Now look at me. I'm half the man I used to be. But I'm still here.
So you wrote that song too? 'Cause I'm half the man I used to be.
Hey, somebody was inspired by me. They
Yeah.
saw my
Oh,
balls.
so you are
into a fucking
amused.
toilet
Are you
seat. They're like,
amused
oh,
or
no.
are we amused?
Luckily, I did grow a mangina. Look at that, baby. Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
Be
shit.
careful how far I pull this
It has
fucking.
3
Pull that gun
eyes.
up.
Does that have eyeballs on it?
Yes, it's got
So-
multiple eyeballs.
And which eyes are you seeing me through? Your
Luckily,
genital
I'm not
eyes, your
seeing
face
through
eyes,
those.
or your skull eyes?
I see through these two. Luckily, this was something that I acquired when I first came to Earth.
What kind of skull is that?
It's actually part of a. I mean, it's hard to say because you see, I was imprisoned briefly by one of the penguins, the great auk, as they were called, standing over 8 feet tall. The monstrous prehistoric penguins' cousins, the northern Atlantic cousins, on vacation. When I first landed on Earth, they imprisoned me. And luckily for me, I was able to best their leader in a fight, thanks to a massive case of gas where I farted and hurled myself forward, smashing my massive skull right into it. Because at this point, as you can see on the back of me, yeah, I'm still kind of a softie, but I got some horns. And as a peace offering, I was given this skull. I figured it fits rather well. It's rather reminiscent of Evil Dead, Army of Darkness. Maybe someone was inspired. No, I'm just joking.
Did you see that new one? You got a review for us?
I have not seen it. I have heard. I saw the trailer. You want my honest opinion?
Well, that's what we're here for. You don't want to see it?
I don't want to see it. When they canceled Stars, Ash versus Evil Dead, and they left it on the cliffhanger, I was like, all right.
I'll give you one spoiler. That is not resolved in this movie. That cliffhanger.
Yeah. I'm not dogging on the movie.
Ash is in the movie, though. Ash is in the new movie.
Not enough. Not enough. All right. Here's my quick roundup of Evil Dead. What you gotta have to have an Evil Dead movie to make it fucking awesome. Three Stooges level of humor. Fire hose blood. But not for scary effect, just for the fucking sake that you're getting blasted in the face with a goddamn fire hose. You gotta have Ash Williams, or at least a picture of him on the wall as Elvis, because Bubba Hotep is the best fucking movie in the world.
Well, there's almost an equivalent of all of those things. It's not as slapstick, but there is some bloody fun moments. I'll say.
What I've heard from the reviewers that I trust and the people that I know, which I don't trust many of you humans, they said by any other movie name, it's a great movie, but it's not Evil Dead. And that sums it up for me. I prefer, I'm like one of those people that's like, I only like fucking Hello from GWAR.
You know what? You sound like one of those assholes who are like, I only listen to GWAR with Odorous Urungus.
Yeah, that too. That was gonna be the next level. I was gonna say, if it ain't Joey Slutman, that's gonna be on the GWARPod, what, like next week or something?
Pretty soon.
I'm not listening to it. That's a bit extreme, but I'm more like, I like Ash Williams. I love. My Name is Bruce.
I have
that movie.
Yeah. I
Excellent.
think I have that somewhere.
He's one of those people where, like, you know, as a monster, I appreciate what he does. There's Joey. I don't know him, but I heard.
Yeah. We're gonna get
That's really cool, man. I'm happy for you to be able to put all this together.
Hey, should we go through the other new bookings? Let's see. Let's get your reaction to these. I'm getting controversial, I think. I don't know. That's what I've heard.
Controversial.
Chris Buff.
Oh,
We're gonna
hell yeah.
find out more about the origins of the ball sack. Although he had a capital S in his name, I believe. So there you
The
go.
ball sack. I've gotten in trouble for posting ball sacks before, but they were a little
Yeah.
different kind of a ball sack.
Yeah, I bet. And then Tim Jenkins. Oh boy, I've heard he's got stories. I hope he doesn't. I hope we don't get in too much trouble, but it's gonna be a pretty good time, I think. It's gonna
Right,
be an
that's the best
interesting
part
show.
about some of the behind the scenes stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he's known Dave since high school, so we're gonna get some perspective. Yeah.
hell yes.
Then did you see this one? We got Hans Orifice / Hans Sphincter, Jim Thompson, also from the Alternatives.
The sphincter is in the house.
The
well, I mean,
Orifice turned Sphincter. We're gonna, I don't know. That's we're gonna find out. We're gonna get to the bottom of these dim times.
That's the best thing. Get to the bottom of that stuff, because I mean, I barely remember when I first got to Earth, so I can only imagine what you know, the actual fucking scumdogs and the shit that they got up to in the meantime. You know, I was just frozen. And I come out and I'm like, where the fuck am I? You know what I mean? I'm attacking anything I see. I was feral. If it wasn't for Miss Cherry Delight, I probably wouldn't. You know, she got me to the point of almost a diabetic coma.
Let's find some
I'll
cherry.
just put it that way. And it leveled me out a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
Hard to believe. I mean, this is me leveled out.
Miss Cherry Delight. I gotta get her on the show.
That was a good time. I miss those fucking shows. I miss going down to see GWAR in New York.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've been doing it a lot. You think they'll do it again this year? I mean,
I hope so.
They played twice last October, or was it last October? The Scumdogs reunion tour.
Oh, that's right. They did, didn't they?
Yeah, I went to both of them.
That was fucking cool. I always like to see Sexecutioner when I'm down there. Oh, sexy. Uncle Chuck.
Yeah. Speaking of, should we skip to some GWAR news, because y'all
get that out.
Fucking empty your wallets, motherfuckers.
Take your wallets, take your piggy banks, go dig up the local graveyard with the oldest grave with the best merch in it. And
the man is a national.
Send that to me, and then I'll send you some money for it, so that way it's kind of a, you know, it wouldn't. Anyway, he'll appreciate it.
Yeah, the man's a national treasure. Let's help him out. He has destroyed his body entertaining us, and I will do some contributing when I get my next paycheck. Your man's broke, but you know, I'll give a little bit up for the Scumdogs and previous guests on the show. And
I always gotta help.
Good friend of Humongous here, I believe, as well.
Yes. Uncle Sexy, as I like to call him, fucking Auntie Bambi.
Does he molest you often, or what is what is your relationship with Sexecutioner? Is it fecal?
It's well, the first time I ran into Chuck and Bambi, not to mention
the human slave of Sexecutioner, of course.
What's that?
The human slave of Sexecutioner, of course.
Yes, the wonderful human slave. Well,
we're in character right now.
While Sexy was performing, I actually bumped into Bambi, and I had been talking with Bambi online. And
oh, really? Did you send mangina pictures?
What's that?
Did you send any mangina pictures to her?
Well, at that point, my mangina was pretty much frozen. It was still in the frozen state, but you know, I tried. I wanted to get some ideas for a thong, because see, I was going to go to the mermaid parade, and I actually wound up down there with Miss Cherry Delight, and it was Chuck and Bambi's wedding, and it was the journey up from Antarctica. I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to ride on a broken off iceberg in a porta potty, make sure you hit up like Jamaica and fucking Florida. Like, watch out for the Fukushima radioactive waste, because that stuff, you might think it's an energy drink, but you'll find out otherwise. That's actually where I wound up with some of the creatures that are still attached to me to this day.
Oh my
But
goodness.
luckily,
Oh.
besides
Man,
them-
I've been to Coney Island, man. That you don't want to go into that water too deep.
now you don't know. Imagine coming all the way up from Antarctica. I woke up with some friggin' coctopuslian alien friggin' unicorn porn fucking thing on my goddamn cross trying to
Yeah.
molest me.
Especially during the mermaid parade. That's when like everybody's out, man.
Exactly. You can see the coctopuslian friggin' thing. I don't even remember what it was attached to me. Poseidon laid the smackdown on that motherfucker and rid me of that parasite that was making me have amazing orgasms far too often.
King of Coney Island.
Yes, there's my wedding gift to Chuck and Bambi.
Nice. I've never met Bambi in person yet. I've met Chuck a couple times, but
both Bambi and Chuck are both freaking amazing humans.
yeah,
Some of the best.
I'm happy for him.
You definitely, if you ever get the chance to, spend some quality time. Stop and chat.
Stop and chat. Let's see. Speaking of chat, let's see who's in the chat room tonight. Let's see who's in the house. You guys are packing the house tonight.
I thought
Shannon
I thought it was just us talking.
Shannon is putting the raw in Roski. And I hear that your favorite freak's working on some new projects. We're gonna find out all about it. Don't worry. There's hi toilet dweller. I'm not sure if that's like hello or he's just saying that you're really high, which are both true, I'm sure.
That's my moderator. That's the man that makes some of my merch too. Matty Caruso. He's a good shit.
Shout out. You're one of those good shits. Holy shit from Doll Puke. Hi. Oops.
Dolly's in the house. Dolly is actually somebody that worked with me on multiple projects.
Ooh,
now.
John Poppy's here.
Poppy!
John, did you get my package? And you can interpret that however you want.
Sounds sexy.
Hail Fungus, because I'm also a correction figure now. We are both correction figures now.
Hell yeah! Which way do I gotta turn? There we go. I'm backwards. I keep forgetting.
Hail! We got lots of people praising you.
Elizabeth is in the house. I see.
You're
Ted
very
is in the
popular.
house.
How did you get
Jason
so
Kimball.
popular?
Jason's got some badass fan art.
Oh yeah, we'll get to fan art later. You
Tell
sent me like 100 pictures of Finn.
No news.
Yeah, you gotta pay us extra for that. You gotta get those super chats going. Hey, like, share, subscribe. Let me get those super chats going so then we could afford. Maybe you can afford some nudes, guys.
Hell yeah! All proceeds go to Kevin's wallet.
Yeah, exactly. And some of that will go into the Chuck Fund. So there you go.
Beef Dick is in the house.
Beef Dick, is that a character or is that just
That's
his
my buddy
endearing?
He's pumping out the fucking kids, so I say he's Beef Dick because he's thick.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if he was referring to himself or to you. I was like, I don't think Humongous has a beef dick anymore. So
remote. Oh, I do. Hang on. The Cosby cock is in the fucking house. Maybe I'll tell you the story of how I got the Cosby cock.
Do tell.
Do tell. All right. There's this guy I know that works in New Jersey.
Do we need to fish fight?
Yeah, fish fight. Fuck yes.
Well, this is just horrifying. Horrifying. Ew, there's like something. Okay, go ahead.
I've always got something on mine. Now, but see, I got the lovely Cosby cock. When I get pulled over one time in New Jersey, see, I don't have a license. I don't have a car. I was just, driving a freaking moped down the interstate. Got pulled over. This big fat fucker, they called him Tub Tucker. He freaking tried to beat me within an inch of my life. A whole bunch of these guys jumped out. I don't know, they're coming out of the paddy wagon. Needless to say, when I snapped out of the coma and almost snapped their neck, I spared their life because they offered me a little something that they picked up in the corrections when they were doing a little search. Bill Cosby just happened to be in jail and had a dangerous, deadly weapon on him, and they confiscated it. So now
Oh,
I have the Cosby car. It's mine. Bill, you can go on tour, but you're not getting it back. It's mine.
I know. Is he still planning that tour? I hear he's going on tour. That's just insane.
If he does, I'm going to go see him, and I'm going to show him. I'll be like, hey, Bill, I got your dick.
You're gonna.
Bill, I got your dick.
Yes.
This dude's roofie.
I wonder what his security detail is gonna be like.
I bet they freaking probably
have
got
you been
boosters,
tased
yeah.
before?
Yeah, I've been tased before.
Okay. Speaking of, you know what? That's a good segue into something I did want to talk about, although I wasn't prepared for it yet. Let's just
Yeah,
jump
boy.
into it. Let me see if I can bring
Lay
it
it
up
on
here.
me like a midget.
There it
fucker.
is. What? Okay, this is the GWAR news, I guess. I don't know where my slide is for that, but fuck it. Oh, where
The
is my?
GWAR news. I
Whoops.
always tune
Okay,
into
there we
my
go.
shitty news show every Sunday.
Yeah, I know. What's up with that? You just passed a milestone, I hear, right?
Yeah, it's 100 and it's 3 years straight, actually, of Sundays. I have not missed a Sunday somehow. It's turned into like a
That's
religious
crazy.
thing.
You mentioned
Ah,
Tucker,
I
and
forgot.
I need to address this situation because I feel like someone fucked up here because where did this come from out of nowhere? People have already got it in their hands,
I don't.
right?
Here's the thing. Pete, I've talked with Pete before, and Pete said he's got like a whole bunch of songs. Like I've heard his other music, and Pete has like they want to do more X-Coms. So
I know, but this remaster is out already and nobody announced it. It just showed up out of nowhere. Like,
I
did
know
somebody fuck
that's
up? Did somebody like
I was
did somebody throw this
expecting.
out there before it was supposed to be hyped up? You know, there's usually a marketing campaign for stuff like this.
Yeah, I thought there'd be like a new album, and then that dropped.
Well,
God,
I hear that. Well, if you watched have you watched any of the GWAR Twitch streams?
I watched the one with the "fuck you, Lonnie."
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I still don't know what that is, but I'll figure out what that is later.
I'll tell you the story of that real quick.
Yeah, sure. Real quick. Hit me.
Back in the day, Sharpie Maximus, Corey Klein, friends with Lonnie. He ended up meeting Lonnie because of
Who's
GWAR.
Lonnie? Who's
was
Lonnie?
hitchhiking. Corey offered him a ride for some Reese's Pieces.
Who's
Lonnie,
Lonnie? A Bohab?
being a fat fuck, jumped in the car with his son. They wound up becoming friends. Years later, Corey was hanging out with Jameson Land, and Lonnie sent him a message and said, it'd be funny to see Jameson holding a sign that said, "Fuck you, Lonnie." So they took a photo with a picture with Jameson holding a sign and Corey pointing to it that said, "Fuck you, Lonnie." Later that evening, I think it was that evening, sign wound up on stage in the hands of Odorous himself. It may have been a different evening regardless. There's photos of Odorous with it. At one point in time, an entire crowd of Lonnies showed up to the show because they made paper cutouts of Lonnie's fat fucking face, and everybody was Lonnie saying "fuck you" to Lonnie. So it was like this friggin'.
Which show was this? Was I there?
This was in the Midwest. Jay Adams is actually the one that told me about it. It was in Kansas or something. That's how far spread this is. It went from fucking Florida to Ohio to Kansas. And when it died, I brought it back because Lonnie did a fundraiser for Lonnie. Through Matt, my moderator, Matty Caruso, we have gotten to every continent except for South America. We have gotten it to Antarctica. Got it to fucking North America, Europe, fucking South Africa, fucking Japan, Australia, fucking Germany, France, Spain, countries I can't even say the name of. So
is this your greatest accomplishment?
We literally have a globe of fuck you Lonnies around the world. And one of my minions, Matt, one of his friends, works for a satellite adjusting company. They go adjust the dishes for the military and shit. We wound up in Antarctica, so he stuck the stickers on the fucking signs in Antarctica on like the actual like the real content. Like they're there. And they went to space. We got into fucking space.
What? Do tell. How did that happen?
You could put your name on a flash drive to go into space for free.
God.
And you could print a ticket out. So we put a ticket that was FAHQ U Lonnie. And then we put Lonnie's name, Lonnie Amadou Mandaman Raman Pride and Dola. And I put my name on it, and we sent it to fucking space.
Wow.
It's
Everybody
been an
clap
interesting
for
campaign.
Humongous and his
Everybody, thank you to all the
excellent
humans that
achievements.
helped accomplish this, because Lonnie's kids love it. They write on the calendar, "Fuck you, Lonnie," and like it should be "Fuck you, Dad." But hey, if they want to call
I
it
know.
Lonnie,
Show a little respect to your elders.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Dad.
You don't get to call him Dad until freaking a little later in life, I guess, with Lonnie. But he is basically a giant fucking whale that I am attempting to free from Seaman World, because they get the semen shakes down there at Seaman World. Don't let them fool you. That is not what you think it is. That's not creamy smoothie yogurt yumminess. That is sperm whale sperm milked straight out of Lonnie, and they're cutting into my goddamn fucking ambergris. The more they jerk him off, the less ambergris that I get. I sell that shit to rich people and they eat it.
Is this your business model?
Oh, I have many business models. Don't even get me started on the time that I bought Pornhub with the profits from investing in toiletries and toilet paper and cleaning supplies and disinfectants after I had accidentally sold that giant septic tank full of fecal chowder to the Wuhan marketplace, telling them it was bat stew. I'm sorry.
Oh
I gave
yeah,
you
we're real fucked in the algorithm
right?
tonight. This one's just gonna get buried. Well, I was talking about the GWAR Twitch stream, and there was one that Mike Dirks did doing commentary for an X-Cops video, and he did reveal that they are recording a new EP. So that is forthcoming. But this remaster just came out of nowhere. Does anyone know the story behind this? Because it seems like it almost seemed like a bootleg, but apparently it's not.
No, it's fucking.
It is in people's hands.
Talking about, I think, in the. I want to say, because I stalk Facebook every now and then. And
right,
for those
but
of you that
you'd think they would be like.
Thank Dr. Buttfuckyberg for banishing me to the shadow realm and being stuck on YouTube now.
But wouldn't you think that there would be a marketing campaign for something like this? Like, did someone jump the gun? Yeah.
Is it gonna be on the original label that they put the album out with, or is it gonna be under?
No, it's on. Look, it's Retroactive Records.
All right. Okay. I was wondering if it's gonna be the new Slave Pit.
No, it's not even that.
I don't know what it's called officially. I'm fucking
Records.
high as a goddamn giraffe's ass
Pit
when it's
Records.
in a helicopter.
Yeah. Well, that's the GWAR news. Is there any other GWAR news? Hey, are you going to be seeing Mudvayne? I guess that's the other news.
I'd like to. I don't. Everybody was complaining about the ticket prices, but I looked at the seat.
I got cheap seats, but they're way in the back, in the up.
Oh, see, I was looking at it, and it was like there's like the freaking normal pit, and then you're too cool to buy these fucking seats, and then like the next section up, and it was like 40-something, 50-something bucks. I was like, that's not horrible.
I mean, if it's mine were like 60 or something.
Before they rape you with the fees.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
right.
not the band. That's not the band. That's the one thing that drives me nuts. I'm not in the band. I can't say shit, but I can say that as an individual that has had to buy tickets before, I go to the box office and buy them, and there's none of these 30 some odd dollar
Mm,
fucking fees, and I get the goddamn ticket stub so I can keep it to roll it up to snort some space crack after the show.
of course, as you should.
Damn right.
Can you tell this joke for our friend Chessie
I
here?
know this joke. What is that? What did the janitor say after he jumped out of the closet? Supplies? Is that supposed to? Am I supposed to?
There's your
I got
joke,
it.
Chessie. Yeah. Andy,
Rob is in the house.
Andy from Foire. Who are we
Hell
talking?
yes,
Is
Andy. What is
Foire
going
here?
on? You come dark.
Foire, if
Go
you're
drive the
here, I
cruise ship.
sent you a message. I would like to have you on the show. So hit me up,
Easy
yo.
Belcher is in the house. Brian
Or
Cook. Brian Cook has not missed one episode of the Humongous Shit Show. Fucking 158 or was it 59? Too fucking many
69.
episodes.
We got Beef Tech. Oh, Fungus.
The trooper.
People are just praising you, man. Or
No,
are
I
you
can
are
do
you are
without the
you are
fans.
you
I'm
a
telling you
man?
right
I'm
now.
not sure. What
What's that?
what gender do you subscribe to?
What gender do I subscribe to? That's hard to say.
I mean, are genders
as my father
different
say,
from
I'm a
space?
trisexual. I'll try anything. You know what I mean? Like
Well, no,
I've had sex
that's your
with Brit.
sexuality. What's your gender?
What's my gender? Well, before I used to be what you would consider to be definitely not the alpha male, but I was definitely a male until I had my fucking balls and cock ripped off by that toilet seat. And the taint hairs. You never pluck your taint hairs, all right, human filth. They grow
Oof.
back like a goddamn afro.
You don't pluck them. You use Manscaped, and I'm not sponsored yet, but Manscaped, get at me. I will talk about your pube
I will
cutters.
use that. See, this is all pubic hair. You see, this is just one pubic pelt from
Oof.
one of my ex-wives.
Yikes.
Very big beavers. But now that I have a mangina, I guess I freaking identify as
Dude,
what's we saying?
do you remember the wall? I
Do I
wonder
remember
if
the
mine.
wall? The
I had.
Berlin Wall?
You know what? I had a Scum Dogs with a wall sticker on it. I wonder if I still do. I think I swapped out the case. No,
Oh
man.
no, you're just another brick
Yeah, the wall.
in
No,
the
the
wall.
wall was a music store that was short-lived that was at my local mall, one of my malls. Back in the day when they were malls, and they would put a little lifetime guarantee sticker. Lifetime guarantee my ass. Yes, the malls was a phenomenon that you missed while you were in the shit.
Yeah, I saw the commercials. I'm telling you right now, I am definitely jealous of you filthy humans.
Yeah, that
Shannon, what is going on, Shannon?
everyone's
Magic
here
Circle
tonight.
Design. She's making
No
my
one-
badass Ninja Union patches.
Yes, yo, people getting those X-Cops in their hands already. Mine is en route. Once
Brian
I found out it
Fowler,
was
what's
real.
going on?
What's up, Vinny?
Guarman.
Yes, Metal Blade allowed it, but I mean, was it supposed to just pop up out of nowhere? There was no marketing campaign or anything? That's just pretty weird to me. I mean, because people want this. You'd think you would hype that shit up.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine. I don't know. I'm not that intelligent.
Well, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk about this, but now everyone's talking about it. So it's like, I guess it's out there now,
The
man.
elephant is in the room, and it's
Why?
taking a
Get at
big
me.
old dump.
Let's get you on the show, man. Men, people.
Yeah, it is.
Omni-
Those guys are great. Shout out to Guello too. Big shout out to Guello. Psycho Destructor. You need to get Psycho on the show.
Sure. I've met Psycho before.
Kurt is the man. He's great.
Oh, so yeah, let's talk about what is your involvement with this Guello?
my involvement with Guello. It all started at the barbecue. After I friggin' see what had happened is I wound up
We'll get
at
there.
the freaking Clarion somehow. You know, I fell asleep in the freaking portal potty. I woke up. Somehow I was transported to the Clarion. I wrestled with heavy metal Jesus the night before the barbecue. Brad the Impaler pissed on my feet. Nothing wrong with that. Rest in peace, Brad.
We
He was
don't
a
kink
good
shame here on the GWARPod. I almost said GWARcast.
No,
That was a different show.
yes, that is a different show. I love those guys. I miss the
You know what? I
freaking
just want to put it
Travis
out
and-
there that I tried to get them to reunite to do the show so they could have me as a guest. And because of their absence is how I kind of crept into this market, man. I love
Oh,
the
yes, you're doing a great
GWARcast, but
job.
you left a giant gaping hole and somebody needed to fill it.
Yes.
I would
That's
love to
actually
do
the
a
first person who
GWARcast
gave me the
reunion
humongous
here.
opinion.
What's that?
So that's actually the guys that let me have my first show, the Humongous Opinion.
Yes, I remember it.
Now the Humongous Opinion is back. I'm on Twitch on Punky's Mixtape. You can check him out on Wednesdays. And it's every now and then I'll freaking get out there and open my big fat fucking mouth and tell it like it is. And Punky, he's been very instrumental in helping me with
Did you do one today?
No, I should have done one today, but trust me, I want to start doing them again now that the movie is wound down and I'm not putting in like 17 hours a day smoking fucking crack and drinking coffee, making
Would you like to do one right now?
What's that?
Would you like to do one right now?
I'd like to do one right now. Oh
Yeah,
God.
do you have an opinion on something?
Do
you take requests? Maybe someone from the audience can request your opinion on something.
Sure, they can request my opinion on it. I'm not going to go into a 15-minute rant like I normally would.
No, we'll keep it to Reader's Digest length.
We'll give it the shotgun freaking treatment.
I don't know, like after about an hour things get wonky with my connection here. We might have some technical difficulties after that, so
yeah, you never know.
You never know. If anybody, I've called out to the audience, what would you like to hear a humongous opinion on? And while we're taking submissions, does this trigger you? Trigger warning. But does this trigger you?
Does that trigger me? Not really, because I was never trapped in a toilet, luckily. That's actually...
Isn't this the porto potty? Oh, so this is the porto potty, but you were trapped in the porto...
I was trapped in the porto potty.
Oh.
It's a porta potty that's capable of intergalactic, stellar travel. It's kind of like some Doctor Who bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Friggin', hey, my goddamn, am I late to the fucking interview or what? Turkey surprise! No, turkey, no, get out of here.
Turkey. I know sometimes we have pets jump into the frame here. Is this your pet?
This is my co-host, Jackass. Motherfucker, I'm the star of fucking my ninja. You're not the star of my ninja. Chris Fraley, aka Black Man, is the star of my ninja. You're just in one scene, turkey surprise. Yeah, but it's one of the best goddamn scenes in the whole fucking movie. Go. What's going on, Kevin? Where's that camera?
Hello. You know, we do have some people who want to know. Oops, that's not it. Hail GWARcast, though, yes. My ninja. Everyone's saying my ninja. Everyone's screaming my ninja at me. What is my ninja?
Yes, I actually was, turkey surprise.
Coming soon to VHS, I hear.
Turkey surprise. He's always trying to sneak into the friggin' show. Drives me nuts. Anyway.
Well, we like GWARPod pets here. It's GWARP pets.
Yes. Well, I'm telling you right now, a wise man once told me, never work with children and animals. And when it comes to animals, just fuck them.
Ah. Yes, GWAR has some songs about that
go
as
the
well.
other road with the other one, because I'm not now. We'll stick to banging friggin' animals.
We have our limits.
Go. Stuff your stuff anytime I want to.
Should I play a trailer?
Hell yes.
All right, let's watch the trailer.
Started out as a meme. wound up being a fucking movie. Good Lord.
Forever.
An amazing time. At least voice-wise.
Is this Sensei Seagull Jojo?
Yes, that's right, Black Man. I am Sensei Idol, and I have been expecting you. I will train you in the ancient art of Kung Fu. Clench your cheeks and clench your mind.
You for real?
You know, I do apologize. Sometimes I just can't control myself. Boy, you ain't seen nothing. You wanna go here and try and cut me? Guarantee you ain't gonna be able to cut me. That's right.
I came here tonight to play chess. Nobody ever mentioned anything about a sword fight.
Ninja, please. Everybody go for a ride. We had time to go to Wendy's, and because of you, I've got to eat a big pack of macaroni.
Darling, look at him. He is adorable. Get him the hell out of here.
We've been hanging, brother. Miss me, sucker. Shit's gonna get real.
You have the hands of a ninja and the mouth of a comedian.
I ain't no ninja. I'm a samurai, fool.
That doesn't seem problematic at all.
No.
No.
Definitely,
Definitely
I'm
not.
definitely not going to have to look out for Russian hookers.
Yeah,
coming around
I can't
offering
believe
me tea.
you got Steven Seagal and Vladimir Putin in your movie. How did you do that?
Yes, I did. I actually got there's more than I don't want to give away too many spoilers. Kim Jong-un.
Whoa.
Did
Yeah,
I
we're
say
definitely
Kim
not in the
Jong-un or
algorithm.
Kim Jong-un? Going to be available on VHS and
VHS.
DVD. It's a beautiful thing.
What about
Star-studded
Blu-ray?
cast, including Red Eye Reviews. Red
What
Eye
about-
Reviews actually did some of the voice work for Sensei Seagull.
What about Laserdisc?
Laserdisc, we tried.
tried.
The lasers, all the Jewish space lasers were booked up. They're like hovering over Marjorie Taylor Greene's house or something like that. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but
Is that what those UFOs that we're seeing are, you think? What do you feel?
I think,
Are the aliens going to contact us? I keep hearing the aliens are going to contact us.
here's the
Do you have
thing.
any insight into this?
TikTok, there's like a TikTok time traveler or some bullshit that's claiming that, like, 'cause I do a news show, so I have to cover this stuff. And this
Of course.
dumbass is claiming that this is gonna happen and that's gonna happen, and I'm just like, hey, they're just like flying fucking butt plugs. All right, they're just darting back and forth, going from friggin' ass to ass. All right, we're just the in between
Ass
point.
to ass. Ass
Exactly.
to ass.
They all link up and friggin'
We love
just like
Jennifer Connelly.
frickin' right up the keister.
We got.
But yeah, my
hell
ninja's
yeah.
got a freaking star-studded cast, which I was lucky enough to put together. The ringleader is in there, freaking. I mean, I'm pretty sure the fact that Vladimir Putin plays the head of the Ninja Union and is like the main antagonist is going to have no repercussions at all, none at all.
I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, do you think they're listening to us now? Do you think just because we said their name, like they might be monitoring? Do you think Putin's watching the GWARPod?
I don't know. He's probably too worried about those drones that they keep flying at him. But maybe. I hope he's not that freaking little weasel. I'm
You
telling
think he
though,
would try to hack in here and mess with my shit?
He better not. This is a freaking. I'm enjoying this interview. He better not fuck
Yeah,
with us.
it would be quite a shame if it got interrupted in any way.
Yeah, I'd have to whoop some serious ass to say the least. I'd be borrowing Turkey Surprise's sword here, or I might just have to break out the big hardware.
Ooh, what's
I've
that?
got bigger. Just saying. Nobody's gonna fuck with this stream, or they're gonna get the fucking hammer. I'm like the MC Hammer of the Dingo Dick side of Antarctica.
Yo, you can't touch this.
No, you can't
Putin,
touch
you
this.
can't touch this.
I will tell you, they'll never take
Break
Uber
it
Platinum.
down.
Never take Uber Platinum. It's the worst.
It sounds like there's a story in there.
The old lady, that's why I'm on the Dingo Dick side of Antarctica. The old lady that brought me to Coney fucking Island and back, not only did she drive 100 miles an hour under the speed limit, but she was so old that she was telling me stories about sucking dick on the Titanic, and that's how she survived. She was blowing sailors as they're going by. Fucking blah, blah, blah. She had so much salt in her, she was like Jesus walking across the fucking water. She walked home after the Titanic sank.
I don't know what's happening.
And I'm pretty sure it was Vladimir Putin's mom.
I don't know. Something's happening here.
I'm just saying. Take a drink.
Hey, if we listen, if anything weird happens, just try to come back.
What the fuck is that clawing noise? That's my ninja. My ninja. I like to say, Vladimir Putin is, unfortunately, he is in the cast, but he's a dolphin fucker. Sometimes you got to employ a dolphin fucker. Maybe not by choice, but in the political climate, calls for such things, and the local dolphin community got a hold of him. He needs to be ousted. Fuck dolphins! Dolphins are the craziest animals in the animal kingdom, but Vladimir Putin is also one of
What influence did B movies have on the band?
How many tapes do you have? How many loads have you got?
It started out as a band that was covering bad songs from bad movies.
I mean, it should be looked at as a legacy of Los Angeles.
They lived the movie lifestyle.
I had seen many of Dookie's movies long before I knew who he was.
I first saw Dookie Flyswatter in a Green Jello video.
Because as soon as I saw him up on the stage, I go, oh, fuck, that's that guy from Surf Nazis.
Roger Ebert said it's the worst movie he's ever seen.
They were such a part of our scene.
You know, a cult movie that's got its own fans, we've attracted our own fans and our own family.
Within a city of misfits like Hollywood, we were misfits.
He's an icon of the underground exploitational genre.
Punk rock god of Hollywood.
It was neat to see the same faces always orbiting this universe that Dookie Flyswatter seemed to be in the center of.
There was celebrities, weird people, cool people, interesting people.
Axl and Sass came to see us and I slimed them really good.
Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons.
Tom Waits was there.
I remember Fishbone showing up at a couple of gigs.
Courtney Love was afraid of us.
When you're sitting between Dookie and Elvira, it doesn't get any cooler than that.
Spike Lee wasn't impressed.
I'm just about to go on stage and Flea grabs my shoulder.
White Zombie and Haunted Garage and Tool were all in the same bill.
I think Soundgarden was opening for you. I would not be surprised.
I did a nude painting.
Clive Barker owns that painting.
Los Angeles seems to be a haven for insularly popular artist situation. You can destroy here, and nobody knows where you are anywhere else. No. It's crazy.
We'd like to be an A movie someday.
A B-A movie. An A-B movie.
A B-A movie?
A B-A.
motherfucker, it's back online. What the fuck is going on? Come on. Come on.
Putin! Oh, I'm back. What happened? Who are you? What have you done with Humongous? I'm trying to do a business here. I'm trying to do professional things. Who are you?
Technical difficulties there.
Reveal yourself, human.
The jig is up.
Oh.
I guess I'm gonna have to continue the fucking interview. I don't know.
I guess so. Who are we talking to now? You should have changed your name in the I should have kicked you.
Yeah. I am Byron Bassett.
We can change that if you want.
I don't want to touch anything. I'll fucking end up messing it up. Knowing my luck.
You must be. God. You must be Byron.
What happened?
What happened?
I don't know. I lost everything.
I don't know, but here we are. Someone's, I need a minimum 2 hours on this show, so someone's got to make it up for me.
Hey, I'm fucking. I'll try and talk. I'm
not a hard fast rule, but I did find my.
I've been able to get past kindergarten.
I did find my GWARcast koozie.
I'm on a GWARcast.
Which is house to my garlic death grip. I feel like it's a good home.
I have not tried that yet. I heard it's fucking awesome.
A little pin here. Yeah.
Yes, I actually lost my glow in the dark one that I had, which pisses me off. I had it for a long time.
Oh man.
And Eric actually designed the freaking first Humongous pins.
Is that right? Yes, Eric Pringle.
He was
we love Eric Pringle.
Animation director for freaking Cartoon Network or something like that.
He's a fancy motherfucker.
He does some cool art. He really does.
Didn't he work on what's that show everybody loves? The GWAR had a cameo in it. Everyone's gonna
Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go.
He did the movie too.
That's not what I was thinking of, but I believe you.
Yeah, he was the animation director for the movie
Rick and Morty,
and for the TV show. But
I'm thinking of Rick and Morty. Doesn't that look better now that it's attached?
Oh, Rick and Morty.
Great. Yeah, I had the GWAR cameo in the first episode.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did. They fucking was it was Beefcake and Odorous was in there.
That's right.
That's cool.
What
as
you
hell.
guys are
I popped up in GWAR Fans Unite like annually. You'll see somebody for like the last 7 years. Has anybody seen this before?
Oh, we're behind on the chat. Hail Turkey Surprise, yes. I think the Turkey Surprise is gone now.
Yeah, luckily, fucking mouthpiece.
Hail Turkey.
He's in the movie. The fans voted. Punkgate, what's going on, Punkgate?
Oh, you know what's funny?
Together and decided they wanted Turkey Surprise and Brian Apehern to be in the movie.
You know, Humongous was going to give us an opinion. Do you think Byron can give us an opinion instead?
Lay it on me. What do you fucking...
Well, let me see if I can find what we landed on here. Are you ready for this one?
Oh, no.
Midget strippers.
Midget strippers? Oh my god.
Boy.
Oh my god. Is this such a... Okay, let's just put it this way. There's strippers and then there's midget strippers. And it's like there's wrestling and then there's midget wrestling. If you've never seen midget wrestling, you don't know what you're missing. It's so much fun to watch those little bastards spin around like that. The spin-a-rooney. And
I met one midget wrestler once, but it was not, it was not part of a show. He was just hanging out.
My brother freaking Buzzy used to work at a bar where they'd come wrestle and said it was fucking cool as hell. Like, I've seen the videos and stuff, but he said they were wicked good shits. They're wicked fun. I've never seen the midget tossing though, where they throw them.
That seems a little cruel.
They love it.
They love it.
That's the thing.
Yes.
It's voluntary.
Have the big tall man speak for the little people.
Well, I mean, if a midget came up to me and was like, "Hey, you want to talk?" Well, sorry, he'd be like, "Hey, you want to talk, Bill?" I'd be like,
No, but
"Fuck yeah!" Well, sorry, a little person. You can't
what
say
if a
midget
little?
anymore.
No, I think that's not appropriate. Yeah, we're trying to be appropriate here on the GWARPod.
Yeah,
I don't know. This episode's going right into the gutter of the algorithm, but you know.
When I think little person, I think like a child. I don't think a fucking midget. I mean,
That's true. Children are little people.
yeah, they're little people.
Small. They're very small.
Like, I don't use midget as a derogatory term. That's the one thing is like I have mad respect for them because like Ramon actually was dating a midget and she was such a nice woman. She actually got her girlfriend to get in a suitcase and come over and then pop out and then fuck his brains out. That's awesome. Like mad respect to the freaking midgets. That's so sweet.
And that is the opinion of
That's
Byron
the opinion
Bassett.
on midgets. That's an honest opinion on midgets.
Who the fuck is that guy? Yeah. I think, you know, how was our, you know that guy. I believe you are the human slave of the humongous fungus of Urungus.
I don't know what the fuck happened to the news feed. Somebody's gonna have to fill me in after the fact. I've been sitting here watching Scooby-Doo. Next thing I know, fucking I gotta take over for the big fucking turd.
I guess he joined the writer's strike. Is this going to affect the Sunday news show, this writer's strike?
I hope not. I'm on a work.
Like, there's no writers for that.
Nah, you guys write his fucking news. You humans are the ones that are making that news. Was that Cliff?
Hell. We got Cliff in the house.
Cliff, what's going on, Cliff?
Hi, Byron's dad, if you're watching. Is your dad watching?
I don't know. They might have been watching. He's fucking... My old man's fucking awesome. I remember I was down in New York City. That's how I met Cliff. We went down to the MF Gallery for the
All Hail
GWAR. You were there?
Yeah.
I was there with my dad.
Yeah, I met Frank and Martina back when they did the Dave Brockie art show back in like 2004.
Nice. They're fucking awesome.
This was when they were in Manhattan before they moved to Brooklyn. Yeah, and then I went to some of the crackathons and everything.
I was at the last crackathon, and that's where I first met Dave.
Oh, okay. And, I was there.
What happened? It's a really crazy story.
I don't know. I think they did 2 days there for that last one. I think I went to one of the days. I think I saw Odorous Urungus duet with Andrew WK, but the details are very fuzzy.
We drove down there, and the only reason why we found
I met one of those guys. Sorry, I met one.
The only reason why we found the place is because somebody shut the door, and we saw a poster. There was a crackathon poster. We drove down there with no fucking. We had like handwritten instructions.
Yes, this was back in the MapQuest days, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. As you say, MapQuest, fucking, we had that, like, the freaking, somebody's mom had written MapQuest out for my buddy Aaron. We ended up finding it, and what had happened is we talked to Martina and Frank, because my friend Russ Mathers, he was a guitarist in a band, and he loved GWAR, and he always thought, like, it was just, like, the best thing ever. He showed his kid. So Odorous snorted his ashes that night. We showed up at like the nick of time, and fucking Dave was standing there with no mask on, full fucking bodysuit, and he interviewed me, and then he did part of the crackathon and brought me back out and brought out Uncle Russ' bag of ashes and sent me off. Later in the night, they're singing Ebony and Ivory. I have video of it. They're singing Ebony and Ivory, and they get the bright idea to fucking snort his ashes.
Was this part of the show, or this was after the show?
This was during the show at random. Dave was so wound up afterwards that he's like, dude, is there any way I can talk to his widow? He's like, I want to make sure it was all right that we did that. He's like, I feel fucking really weird. And he called her, and he had like the most beautiful conversation with her, and she had no fucking idea it was Odorous.
Oh wow.
She was like, who is this guy talking to me? And he's like, oh, it's Dave Brocky from GWAR. And she's like, what? And told her what he did. And she's like, my husband had watched Keith Richards snort his father's ashes and thought it was the most rock and roll fucking thing ever. And Dave was like,
Great.
okay, cool,
Yeah.
fucking. He was all good with it after that. It was so fucking weird.
Wow.
And that's how I met Dave Brocky. And we hung out the next day when I bumped into him at a bodega and had a really fucking crazy experience. But that was the initial, like, all in a flash, all of a sudden, all this shit's going on. And I'm like, my buddy's like, dude, what the fuck? We're just standing there. And Frank and Martina are laughing because Frank was coming out as his big character with the freaking.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, you ever see his
barely moving?
Yeah, Death Race.
Death Race, there you go.
Yeah, you ever see Death Race? I saw Death Race play in that room once.
Nice.
It was insane.
That's
it was
fucking awesome.
very sweaty, very sweaty.
Oh,
Felt
I
really
bet.
bad for anyone in those robot costumes.
Oh God, those things, and they're so heavy. Frank was showing me the freaking like fiberglass and all that. Like that's just nuts.
It was like 100 degrees, and then they were playing in those things. I have it on video somewhere.
Nice. Yeah, I've got the Crackathon videos that we took. I've got video of Odorous snorting Russ right off the floor.
Does somebody have an archive of the Crackathons? Because someone's got to have that somewhere, right? It was for that they were trying to do like a streaming channel or something. GWAR,
yeah, they
GWAR
had Metal
TV or
Button
something.
TV.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because it was playing live,
just like in the
friends.
movies.
Yeah, that was freaking cool as hell.
Yeah, I made a commercial. I edited something for the Crackathon, although I apparently re-edited it, and nobody's ever seen the full video, I believe. It's on YouTube, but it was for Green Jello. He was doing like a little Crackathon spot. Let's see if I can find it.
Fucking
he had no idea what he was talking about, so I think they cut it a little bit for time. Crackathon. Green jelly. Let's see if I have it online somewhere. Yeah, here it is. We want to watch it?
I'll throw it on.
Let's see. Oh yeah, this brings me back. This was I think from 2010 tour that I did a couple days with. No, 2010, yeah. So let's see.
This here's Marshall Stacks from Green Jello. And I want to tell you to start donating to the Crackathon. There are over 562 million crackheads living just in America itself. And it's time that America reaches out our hand and gives some hope to these lost souls. Oh my God, I can't believe he smoked the whole thing. There ain't nothing good about a sober crackhead. We are here today to help raise money for crackheads just like him. Hello there, Mr. Crackhead. How the hell you doing today? All right. Yeah, every year. 52,872,000,000 crackheads sweat the pipe here in the United States. Donate to the Crackathon with Odorous Urungus from GWAR. If you suck my cock, you'll get some rock. This is Marshall Stacks from Green Jello saying, you ain't a goof until you start doing goofballs, motherfuckers. Yeah. We're going to help you, son, to get some real good rock, all right? Yeah. Don't be a fool. Go to school.
I would have brought in the money.
That is the crowning achievement of my career right there.
That's awesome.
And they cut it down to like 5-10 seconds. I was like, oh no, all my work for the Crackathon. It is now on YouTube. Go watch it on YouTube.
Exactly. I know what you mean, man. It's fucking the editing. That's why when I was making my stupid ass movie, like I remember, like I look back when I first was down in New York City. We went to the bodega, and we heard this dude talking in front of us about snorting fucking ashes, and me and my buddy are like, "Holy fuck, that's Dave!" And he turns around and he's like, "You're the guy," and I'm like, "You're the guy."
Yeah.
And back and forth. We ended up hanging out, and he told me a whole bunch of shit about like art that I never really understood. We're just sitting there smoking some weed. He's looking through my art, and he was telling me all about from beginning of his career up to that point. It was just me and my buddy Aaron sitting there smoking with him. And one of the things he was talking about is like the editing process and putting stuff together and a bunch of different people working together and how it all fucking works. And it's this crazy thing where everybody plays their fucking role. And sometimes the original vision doesn't come out exactly as you wanted it.
Oh, yeah.
But it works for everybody, and it works for the story, it works for all that. But it's like, sometimes there's just some projects where you do what you want to do, and it's all, just the stupid fucking thing where you're just having fun. And you're just like, I'm just going to do it. And that's how I ended up making this goddamn movie.
Yeah, when is it coming out? When can I get my VHS, man?
I'm in the process right now.
Mikey will buy your VHS because he has claimed if you make it, he'll buy it.
If you make it, he'll buy it.
That's a general claim, not to you specifically.
Well, I'm telling you, I don't know. I've had a broad range of people that have checked this fucking pile of foolishness out, and I think it's fun. I don't know. I don't feel like it's gonna be some viral sensation, but I think the people that watch it
because it's on VHS.
Yeah. Well, if it was on Laserdisc, man, we wouldn't be able to keep fucking.
We had a request for Betamax. Betamax?
That's what I wanted. I told my manager, somebody wants Betamax. We can't just do
8-track soundtracks.
He was fucking adamant. Oh, I've got some remixes. I can't sell the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do have is I've got a couple remixes that I made, and I am making Humongous is making some fucking horrible country songs that have absolutely nothing to do with the movie, but it could lead to freaking something for the sequel. You never know. I'm just saying.
Already?
Wow.
You got one guy who's gonna buy it. Rick's gonna buy it.
Rick's gonna like it. I'll tell you. You wanna know how it all fucking started? With my ninja, or do you want to stick with the fucking talking about MF Galleries? We can go either way.
Oh, let's go with MF Gallery. This is like choose your own adventure. I love it.
Yeah,
we're gonna do choose your own adventure of the Humongous stories. Let's go. Bing MF Gallery.
At the MF Gallery, one of my favorite things that ever friggin' it was the stupidest fucking thing, but it led to like a really cool fucking moment. Me and Dave and my buddy Aaron were freaking talking. Like I say, David told us about being in a band when he was a kid, right up through like the whole GWAR Bible. But it was Dave telling us, talking about Chuck and Hunter and all these fucking cool little things. Just the respect that he was giving to these guys and everybody that had been part of it that I never even heard of. Dave was just talking, just getting high, sitting there shooting the shit, looking at my art. My buddy Aaron's not an artist, but he's a big music head, so he was just fucking absorbing it and loving it. And Dave freaking asked if I had any stories, and I told him a fucking story, and it was a pretty fucking big one that had been like something that had been haunting me since like I was a teenager. And at this point, I was in my fucking 30s. And long story short, Dave was like, can I fucking like make an agreement to use this like artist agreement? And I wanted to be able to like sell some of my GWAR prints and shit. So I was like, hey, if you don't sue me, I'll let you use my idea for whatever. Because he had told me what the original idea was for Battle Maximus.
Oh.
And I told him this huge story. And then whatever happened, and that's neither here nor there. But after we exchanged these stories, we went down and he took us through the history of GWAR's art in the gallery at the Crackathon and explained every single fucking piece to us. And it was like mind-blowing to listen to this fucking just normal fucking dude. I just met him the night before. I didn't fucking know him, and he just totally respectful, fucking awesome.
Man, I should have hung out more. I was in and out. I think I was busy. I mean, man, New York City is a busy lifestyle.
Yeah. It was random. We just bumped into him, and he's at the bodega, and he said, go get your portfolio and come back to the gallery and bang on the door, and I'll let you in. And I want to look at your stuff.
That's awesome.
I had my portfolio, so we did. And then he showed me all the GWAR stuff and explained all that, and then we took a nap. Odorous was laying on the floor behind Dave on those couches. Dave was laying there, and I was laying on this one. My buddy Aaron was laying on this one. And I was joking about, don't want to wake up with the cuttlefish in my face. And Dave's like, yeah, don't you fucking wish. And next thing I know, we're laying there, but he's pretty much asleep. And I hear this beep.
Is it just staring at you?
A fire alarm, like the battery's low. Like the battery's low, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I'm just laying there, I hear beep. A couple minutes goes by, beep. I feel a presence like somebody's looking at me, right? I open my eyes, and fucking Dave is like right here looking at me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill that fire alarm. He sounds like Odorous, he's yelling. I start laughing, I sit up. I shit you not, he grabs a fucking chair. And he's like, get up on this chair. He's like, I'll balance you. And he's like, rip that fire alarm out of the ceiling. And I'm like, no. Because Frank and Martina weren't in the gallery at this point. So Dave's laughing. He gets up there. And I'm trying to fucking balance him.
Was there a fire?
There was no fire. It was like the battery was low.
Oh, yeah. That's a terrible sound.
Yeah. So I'm fucking with it. He's fucking with it. We're both on the chair fucking with it. It's hanging out of the ceiling. And then he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to call him. So he ends up fucking calling him. It stops beeping. We're like, okay, cool. Lay back down. Like 10 minutes goes by. From the other end of the fucking gallery, beep.
Oh, no.
Dave just it was like Odorous fucking screaming. He's just, I don't remember what the hell he said. It was so funny though. I'm like, it made my fucking day. And then we did the Crackathon that night with Randy Blythe and all of, Alex Skolnick and all those fucking people.
I don't know if I saw that day. It doesn't sound familiar. I saw Andrew WK, I think.
Nope, it was yeah, it was Randy Blythe and his wife were there. Alex Skolnick was there. The guy from Murphy's Law. I'm not familiar. I'm not fucking huge into a lot of, that. Like I love a lot of music, but some stuff, growing up a country bumpkin on a fucking middle of nowhere farm with no music stores for like nowhere really doesn't help expand your horizons much. But it was really cool. Like Dave was just a lot of us that were there, like Dave Stein. I ran into Dave Stein, who's Keyboard Dave, and he approached me recently to do some art for a movie he made, Attack of the Killer Chickens, the movie. So I did some merch for them.
Chicken heads in there.
Because of Dave Brocky. Nice.
This is me and Dave from the original MF Gallery when it was in Manhattan around 2004 or 3. Let me see. I have the date. 2004, March 2004. Yeah, almost 20 years ago.
Old school. Jesus.
Old school. Yeah.
Do they still have their gallery in Italy? Was it in Sicily? I want to say.
I am not sure. All I know is he's doing those muscaloids, and I keep asking him to come on the show, and I don't get a response. So,
yeah,
Frank and Martina, if you're listening, like, let's get you on the show, man.
Busy, busy, busy.
Yeah, he's selling those action figures, which is awesome.
Hell yeah.
So I want to ask you about this.
Uh-oh.
I found this in my GWAR book.
There's the funniest story, because when the character came to me after Dave had passed, I was taking a cold shower. I was taking a shower and it went real cold. And I'm always thinking of different stupid shit all the time, never stops. And this fucking name came to me, Humongous Fungus of Urungus. Because Dave actually made me an honorary scumdog of the universe. He told me he could hear the Urungus in my blood. And he said I was a long-lost member of the Urungus tribe. Otherwise, I would never have done this in a million fucking years because it's in my opinion, it's disrespectful to use the title Urungus. No offense to anyone. I'm just saying, like, as dedicated as I am, I'm like, if Dave wasn't like, you are part of the fucking tribe, I wouldn't be as, I'd be a different fucking character. But then I went to the barbecue and debuted, got that book, and I fucking saw that, and I was like, what? Like, what the?
Oh,
and
so
then a
you
couple
came up,
people
well, I mean, you know, it was funny. It's almost like kismet. When I'm preparing for this show, I put on some of my GWAR favorites tracks on a, you know, random play on Spotify. And the last song that came up before this show was War Toy. And I was like, oh, right, this is a lyric from the first album. I'm so glad he is among us. I'm so glad he is a fungus.
Yep.
So it's right there.
And I love mushrooms. That's like the big thing is like I've always loved mushrooms and taking photographs of mushrooms. And it was this weird thing, even though I'm not a mushroom, you know what I mean? Like the character's not a mushroom, it's a foot fungus, so to speak. That's where the whole thing friggin' came from, was like those stinky giant feet. You know what I mean? You ever smelled the fucking the feet of Odorous?
No, I try not. I have not. I don't think I would like that.
It's equivalent of Bone Snapper's asshole.
I've seen him at the end of that Jerry Springer show pouring out all the blood from his foot. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I believe that he's smelly. I've heard that he was smelly. Those costumes, I'm good.
I got the opportunity once at Slave Pit. We were hanging out, and they had just, it was my buddy Mike Chappell and myself and Slavis Davis. And I want to say it was after a GWAR show. And they had just got back a big bunch of stuff from like Germany that they hadn't had for a while. It was in storage.
Gorgor?
I think it was part of the Reaganator. And there was Corey fucking.
Oh, sorry. No, Gorgor was in Australia. He was stuck in Australia.
Gorgor was in Australia. It was I want to say Corey's case, because Flatus was there. We got to check out Flatus and Odorous. There was one of the Battle Maximus Odorous masks. And I was standing there just looking at Flatus's tail and stuff. I've never been able to see it up close. Fucking the art, what Bobby and everybody did, that stuff's unreal. I can imagine why he couldn't wear it. It's so fucking huge. Like, so huge. And Davis just like throws this friggin' Odorous mask at me. I didn't even know. See something coming at me, and I turn, and it like lands like a baby, and it's looking at me. And he's like, put it on. I'm like, put it on. Yeah, right. And he's like, no, put it on.
Oh, God.
And I fucking slipped that thing on. And as I'm going to put it on, he's like, you might want to wet your head because they usually don't like fit well.
Oh.
And you know in the Mask, in the movie The Mask, when it like sucks to his fucking face?
Yeah, I love that movie.
And you can imagine like the feeling of it like sucking in. When I put that damn thing on, I couldn't even say a word. It was so eerie. Bad enough that it stunk.
Ugh.
Like, it fit so well. Davis was like, holy shit. And like, I was like, cool, it's on. Like, it was weird. It was weird.
That was your first taste of being a fungus?
That was freaking after the fact. That was after the fact. That was the freaking years after. That was before I did the upgrade on him, because I stopped down to Slave Pit to show Davis the old one and get some opinion on what I should get for supplies and stuff. They're wicked freaking cool. Just shooting the shit, you know what I mean? Talking shop.
When was the first appearance of Humongous Fungus?
I was at the first actual appearance of him is at the Clarion with Heavy Metal Jesus. Got into a wrestling match with Heavy Metal Jesus. Called it a truce. Smoked a joint with him. Brad Haas, Brad the Impaler, was pissing under the stairs and pissed on my feet as I was standing there looking at the Humongous is standing there, looking at the freaking people. And Brad peed on my feet. Rest in peace, Brad. He was a great guy. And
There's a
that was
theme of smelly feet on this show tonight.
Yeah. So I snuck back into the room and changed, and popped back out and fucking pretended like I was never out there or whatever. But the barbecue was my first like real appearance for coming out of the shit closet.
Let me start showing some pictures. I don't know what kind of order they're in, but you can make some sense out of it.
That's Clone Snapper, my fucking
Clone Snapper. I was wondering. I was like, it looks like a Bone Snapper, but
I got a hunk of Bone Snapper flesh, and Humongous ended up freaking having a little luck with a little help cloning, and he wound up cloning a little fucking green terror to freaking help him with the child support payments. Put that kid to work.
For real.
This Coney Island.
Oh, this is from Coney Island. What's with these faces on your ass, man? Whose
the
faces
faces
on these?
of the damned?
Yeah,
those are some of the freaking former slain. Essentially, what happened was when Humongous got blown out of the porta potty, it ripped his ass and his balls and dick off, exposing the freaking 3 buttholes to just like expel friggin' nothing but shit. So he sewed faces like Ed Gein style onto his ass, and the freaking mouths are basically still somewhat alive. So they keep
I was
their mouths
not expecting that.
And he's got a nipple belt too. He's got a nipple belt just like Eddie.
Oh,
Uncle Eddie.
And that's is that from the costume contest we were just watching?
Yeah, that's the one. There was some awesome entries that year too. There was some really, really cool fucking costumes. The cake from Big Red, Carrie Ann, and some art from Jason Kimball. He does some killer fucking art.
Yes, we'll get into some fan art later, I think. I don't know. There's a lot of fan art. What's this story? You're hanging out with Brian O'Halloran?
Yes, I met Brian. Oh shit, I met Brian years ago, and that was actually the first time I got to meet him in character. I met him at Rock and Shock and give him some artwork and hung out and talked with him. Fucking awesome guy. And we had a blast hanging out up in Bangor at Comic-Con.
Nice.
And what the fuck is, I hate to say it because I feel like such a dick, but friggin' what the fuck was Randall's name? The freaking the dude in the VH in the video rental place.
Yeah, I mean his real name?
Yeah, his real name, because he was there, and I played ball with him. We were throwing one of my balls that I make. I make these freaking different freaking creature balls. Of course, they're not sitting here now, but we were throwing that around, having a blast, dude. They're such good fucking guys.
Jeff Anderson.
There you go, Jeff Anderson. He's friggin'.
I should know that. I mean, Jesus, I've been watching Clerks for over 20 years.
I know, right? Mallrats, fucking Clerks. Yeah. Jesus.
Did you see Clerks 3?
I haven't seen that one yet. I gotta see it. I gotta see if it's disappointing or if
it's another Kevin Smith movie, you know. I mean, like anyone who expects anything grand out of him, you're just why are you giving these expectations? Just enjoy it for what it is, you know.
I don't expect grand things, but I expect better than what he did with Masters of the Universe.
I never finished that.
Oh jeez, it was so bad that I had to watch some of my favorite YouTubers review it, like Velma. I'm like, I can't even. I'm a fucking huge Scooby-Doo fan. I'm like,
I haven't seen that one.
No, I can't. Like, I'm sorry, you're gonna freaking rape
Why
something.
did Kevin Smith write that one too?
No, that was fuck is that goddamn I can't even think of her name now.
Let's see.
She's on the
Jamie.
Office. What's that?
Oh, I'm yelling for my Jamie. Oh, Mindy Kaling.
Mindy Kaling, there you go.
Right.
She's
Yeah, I like some of the stuff she does. I watched her show The College Lives of Sex no, The Sex Lives of College Girls. I almost said The College Lives of Sex Girls.
That'd be a better one.
It's the other way around. Yeah, that's the better version.
Yeah, I don't know. I have high standards when it comes to Scooby Doo, as long as it doesn't have the fucking music from oh god, fucking Simple Plan. Holy shit.
Oh, I think I've heard that.
There's an era of Scooby Doo where they had like the most friggin' Boys to Men in sync kind of shit for friggin' music.
That's like the NSYNC of the pop punk world.
Yes. Oh god, it's so bad. Like it's hard. As a person that like loves metal and shit and loves Scooby Doo just because it's Scooby Doo, I'm like, fine, I'll get all stoned and watch this, and then I hear the music and I'm like, good God, like no.
I can't reach it right now, but I own one Scooby Doo movie, and it's the villain is a phantom, so fits into my whole phantom thing. Have you seen that one? I forget what it's called.
Is it the I like it's hard to say. There's so many freaking like there's literally more
it wasn't an episode. It was Scooby Doo Stage Fright, it's called.
Stage Fright. I think I've fucking seen that one. I think I've seen that one.
You. I haven't watched it in a while. Maybe
you'd be surprised.
Maybe I'll get you on my Phantom show and we'll review that movie one day.
Hell yeah.
Here it is. Scooby Doo Stage Fright. And Matthew Lillard does the voice of Shaggy in it. That's cool.
Nice, yeah, he did a fucking decent job.
Yeah. Speaking of, I feel like the Scooby-Doo movies need a revisit. I'm not sure if I ever saw them, or if I did, I didn't give them much of a chance, but that was actually made by James Gunn, or written by James Gunn, right?
Zombie Island is fucking awesome. Zombie Island is like, what's that?
Is that a Scooby-Doo movie? I'm talking about the live-action one.
Oh, the live-action ones, I like those. I like those movies. I don't care. I think they're fucking funny as hell. I mean, I'm not a kid.
They deserve a revisit.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. They did damn good in the
chat. Fender Stacks, yes, I know Fender Stacks. I went on tour with them for a couple days last summer. Death Race, we're talking about Death Race. Yes, Death Race played. I think Death Race played one of the GWAR Crackathons, but I've seen them play independent of that, and I have it on video. They were definitely an interesting band. I think they played at a barbecue too, or like a pre-barbecue.
At the Crackathon, Chippy the Chippopotamus was there, and he was attempting to sing something, and Dave got like.
No, Death Race was the robot band that that Frank was in.
Yeah, well, Death Race came up.
I have their comic book somewhere upstairs. I have their comic book, which came with a CDR of their music.
All they did was Ebony and Ivory with Odorous, and Chippy tried to sing something and fucked it all up, and friggin' Odorous like attacked him, and that was the end of that shit.
I saw Chippy's first appearance, I believe, ever was at the MF Gallery at that 2004, that picture I showed before. That was the first appearance of Chippy, and Scott Crawl was there handling him.
Nice. He's a good shit. He's a wicked good guy,
dude. Scott, if you're listening, come on the show, man. Like, you're on the top of the list. Scott Kroll, Mike Bonner, and Dave Muscle. Those are like my top 3 guys. Come on, get at me.
Yeah, Dave Muscle. That'd be cool as hell. Some of the stuff Bishop was talking about, dude, that was so interesting.
Yeah, I always talk to people about them. I want to actually talk to them. And Scott, it's like I actually did meet Scott once back at that gallery. Oh yeah, word. Jeff Anderson, right? Okay, yes. You loved Cliff Roth. You loved Masters of the Universe. I'm waiting for a new live-action Masters of the Universe movie. When is that going to come out?
I know that Dolph Lundgren one wasn't really what it was.
No, I mean, I love that movie for what it is. I have a lot of nostalgia factor to it, and Meg Foster's eyes. I have a kink for Meg Foster's eyes, but it's time. It's been what 30-something years, right? Yeah, that was in the 80s. Courtney Cox.
You got to go back and watch it. You know, it's some fucking classics. It's like digging into the old friggin' trauma. Some of that shit, the fucking Surf Nazis Must Die or Toxic Avenger, you know.
Surf Nazis Must Die, starring Dookie Flyswatter.
Yes, fucking Leroy's mama.
Yeah.
Gee. Some of that stuff's just so funny. I mean, some of the, I don't know.
I'm caught up on the comments, so now if you comment, I'll play it in real time. We'll start doing that.
Dad, what is going on? Tales from the Crypt.
Dookie Flyswatter was also in a Tales from the Crypt episode, the one with Iggy Pop.
Nice.
Yeah. And you know who else was in that? You know who else was in that episode? Tia Carrera. Remember that name?
Oh yeah. How can you forget that name?
Swing.
Swing indeed. What the hell's she doing these days?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
All right, we can find out.
What happened to this guy?
Ah, God, that was the fucking. So here's the thing. My fucking boss, I used to work at a bar, and my boss grew up with Bam Margera, and they used to come up to the bar and shit, and they used to give me shit because I was going bald. And Brandon DiCamillo fucking used to come up with the bald thing every now and then. He'd shave his fucking head like that. So I'm going as Old Man Dracula. And I went in there, nobody knew who the fuck I was. Like, no, because I had long hair before that.
Oh,
I had long hair, and I went and shaved my head down to that freaking mess. And I was Dracula for the night.
And it never came back, huh?
It never came back, so...
Yeah, I'd love to talk to Scott Call again.
Scott's great. I hope he's doing well.
I know. What happened to it? I keep waiting for that. I've been hearing they're making a Masters of the Universe movie for like 10 years, 15 years. I don't know.
They need to make a good one.
Yeah. Who would you cast as He-Man?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Some no-namer, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to find somebody that was like physically able and had the sword skills to make it real.
Right. Yeah.
Like Arnold swinging that sword and Conan and shit, like that's so real. You're like, he's gonna kill somebody with that thing. You know what I mean? You're
what
like,
about Arnold Schwarzenegger's kid? Maybe he could play He-Man.
Yeah, I mean, if it could be like a friggin' half Austrian, half Mexican kid, fuck yeah. I'm sure the maid would appreciate that. Oh, wait,
isn't one of his sons an actor now?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I love Arnold. Sorry. Arnold's great.
Schwarzenegger's actor's son. Let's see. Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Patrick Schwarzenegger. Let's see this.
Yeah. Let's see. What is
he? I need to see the son of Arnold right now. Show me this man. Is he the man for the movie, for the role to be He-Man? He's not He-Man. He's a gray man. He can play Adam. He will play little Adam before he turns into He-Man.
Prince Adam.
We'll do a prequel with Prince Adam. It'll be perfect. Arnold will come out of retirement and play fucking his father, He-Man.
I've never seen any of these movies he's in, but they're legit movies. Grown Ups 2.
Oh shit.
Daniel Isn't Real. This
real.
guy's an actor.
Does he have his father's
Queens?
The Austrian. Does he have the Austrian accent?
He could be He-Man. Yeah, he's totally a prince.
Prince Adam.
Don't you think? Yeah.
He does look like Arnold too. If he freaking just started like doing his old man's weight regimen, we might have something there. We could do a prequel first.
Ooh. Terry Crews, that's actually pretty good. Although he's kind of old now. I mean, I think we need a younger He-Man, but he should totally be in it as something.
Oh yeah, he could be the Fisto dude with the big old fucking fist.
Yeah, sure.
Terry Crews is great. I love that guy.
Yeah, put a budget into effects and get a good Skeletor.
Oh, they gotta do Skeletor right. If you don't do Skeletor right,
I mean, Frank Langella was pretty good for what it was.
Beastman, you blithering fool.
Yeah, I guess should it be more like that? John Cena, he could do it. Yeah.
Oh, John Cena, even though he's looking kind of old. Last time
Austrian
I see him,
Death Machine. Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
It's the only way out of here.
How many of you have seen the Predator musical? If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Didn't someone from that band like get canceled? Didn't he like try to kill somebody or something? Like there was some scandal with that band. Someone filled me in. I forget the details.
Have you ever seen the Predator musical?
No, which one?
The Predator musical?
No.
Oh my god, dude, they got a Terminator, a Predator, Expendables, fucking they're on Mars. They're Total Recall, because it's the ripoff of the fucking the Running Man's the ripoff of the Hunger Games. So that one's they got a bunch of musicals that they made of those movies, and they're frigging hilarious. They're fucking hilarious. I forget I can sort of swear on YouTube.
Yeah, we're already buried in the algorithm. This show, no one's ever gonna see this episode.
Yeah.
Is this it? No, that's not it, is it?
No. Predator the musical.
It's something else.
Yeah, it's so fucking funny. It's the silliest shit. Because Arnold's like, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
There's another Arnold Schwarzenegger band called Arno Core. Have you heard of Arno Core?
No, I haven't heard of that one.
They're on Alternative Tentacles.
Oh man.
Which is Jello Biafra's label.
Oh, cool. I gotta get some fucking. Humongous has got some shitty friggin' music in the works.
I'm not
working with a
saying
couple different artists.
Yeah, check these guys out. Visuals. I never saw them live, but they're pretty funny. I didn't think I feel like the Austrian Death Machine music was a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, they definitely had freaking. I've been listening to them here and there lately. They're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a while. Yeah, do you have any favorite parody bands? Should we talk about Green Jello? We got to talk about Green Jello.
Green Jello was
what's your connection to Green Jello? And you performed with Guello?
Oh yeah, I performed with Green Jello. I performed with Guello.
Are you a member of Green Jello? Do you have a? Are you a?
I don't have a number, but I've sang the Big Bad Wolf.
Okay.
Freaking multiple times. Like Bill's like, you're freaking singing the Big Bad Wolf tonight because you're loud as fuck. Because I was.
What shows were that? You know, where was that? Was I there? No, I must have not.
No, that was
there.
Portland, Maine. Down in Massachusetts, couple freaking times, multiple times. But yeah, I play mainly with Guello, but I went down for my birthday before I was like, I wasn't going there in character because I was just wearing like a mullet and freaking wearing a Hulkamania shirt going out for my birthday to Gino's Rock Club. And Kurt, they were doing freaking, Green Jello, fucking Guello, and fucking Kurt was just like, get the fuck over here, and freaking singing fucking the Big Bad Wolf, and he's like, you gotta be in the fucking band after I fucking started singing. I was like, all right, because I'd known Kurt for a while, and he kept telling me I need to join the band, so I was like, after that night, I was like officially in the band.
I saw. See, that was funny. I was the first New York City franchise band leader. You understand that if you know what Green Jello is doing.
Yeah.
And we did 3 shows. Bill showed up to 1.5 of them. and then the next Green Jello show, I think it was the next one, was in Brooklyn at this place called The Place. Now it's called Kingsland. It's the same space, but it was just like this fucking hole in the wall. Nobody's never heard of it place. And I show up to see Green Jello as a fan, and Bill's not there. He's fucking texting me like, dude, come hang out with me in Times Square. And I'm like, dude, I'm watching your band right now. I'm like, it's not me this time.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like I saw it happen to them, and they weren't even wearing the costumes. They were just playing the songs. I think I started putting the costumes on. And then the next Green Jello show I met Chuck. Was helping him make some pumpkin masks for it backstage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I remember going down to the sushi bar. We went down to down in New Hampshire, down in Salem, New Hampshire. Or is it Salem, Massachusetts? Anyways, we're at this fucking sushi bar going to see Green Jello, first time, and Damien was with him doing the banjo.
Oh yeah, I toured with Damien when he was 15.
Nice, yeah. It was about that fucking time because it was.
No, I think the banjo came a couple of years later.
Yeah,
he was a little tiny kid when I went on tour with him.
He wasn't he wasn't doing his world traveling shit when we linked up with him. He was still pretty pretty young at that point. But he was insanely talented. And I'll never forget Bill standing there in his underwear at a fucking sushi bar that's like the size of a goddamn septic tank. And this woman's like, you fucking suck! Shut the fuck up! We're trying to eat! And Bill just like stops the show and is like, the fuck did you say? And just like starts going off on her like, you shut the fuck up! And just like starts singing louder and louder. And she's yelling, he's yelling, and the band's like, what are we supposed to do? Just keep playing? Bill's up there in his underwear fucking yelling at her.
Yeah, it's weird being in Green Jello.
Welcome to the shit show.
But I gotta shout out the man, Bill Manspeaker. Yesterday was his 60th birthday. Happy birthday, Bill.
Hell, it was a hell of a show, isn't it? I mean, he wasn't being a total douchebag. He was just being
part of his act. Like,
yeah,
part of his act.
And she didn't know that. She didn't know that. She was there for sushi.
Yeah, that's weird. Green Jello. Who the hell booked Green Jello at a sushi? I'm partially responsible for that in a very indirect way, in that I created the first Green Jello social media accounts, and ever since I did that, he's been booking shows through his social media accounts and not through a tour booker. And so shows like that happen sometimes, and it's partially because of me.
I don't know why the fuck they played at that sushi bar. I mean, it was cool, but it was fucking definitely a fun time. That was my first time going to see Green Jello. That was going down to
Henry Cavill.
Go see Guello and see that
for He-Man.
Henry Cavill.
I don't really know who he is, but it sounds.
He was in The Witcher.
I never watched that shit.
I don't watch it either. I've just seen the fucking pictures of him.
Isn't Jameson in this band now?
What's that?
Is Jameson in this band now? Belushi Speedball? Is that
yes, he is. They're
Jameson,
freaking awesome.
I gotta get him on the show too sometime.
They're a fun band. You guys gotta check them out.
I gotta get you on the show. Fucking send me a message, motherfucker.
Get the floor on here.
I think I listened to Belushi's Speedball on by request of the Neon Lords.
Yes, they got a hold of me. That's freaking. They're pretty good shit. I've been so fucking busy.
Yeah, apparently I have a book in the mail coming to me, so I'll check it out soon.
Yeah, same here. I gotta get back a hold of them. I gotta look into it, and they're gonna actually be doing something. I don't want to say anything, but a little something in the friggin' works.
Yeah,
And I hooked up Punky's mixtape too. Hooked him up with old Punky, so the mixtape is now sponsored by the Lords of the Neon Wasteland?
Yeah, something like Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland,
I think it's
I
Lords of the
believe.
Neon
Yes.
Wasteland. Wicked
Who was
fucking.
who was on the show a couple weeks ago. Check it out.
Really cool.
Let me. Oh, here's the flyer. Check it out. Check it out.
There they are.
Yeah, I mean, gotta love that art.
Neon Lords of the Wasteland. Yeah, my bad.
Oh.
Neon Lords of the Wasteland. I'm fucking happy with the badge.
I do kind of want to see that new Flash movie just because Michael Keaton's in it.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I've heard things.
Is it out? I don't even know. I know Guardians of the Galaxy comes out Friday. I want to see that one because it's James Gunn, of course.
I want to see that Susie movie.
What's that?
It's a movie about I want to say he's a Norwegian gold miner in World War II, or don't get me wrong, it might be from somewhere else.
Is this a superhero movie?
No, it's from the directors of John Wick, and basically the SS tries to steal this guy's gold, and he goes absolutely batshit, and John Wick's like all these mofos, and it's one of the most intense trailers. One of my buddies went to go see it. It was a super hard critic. Shout out to the Cocoa Butter Experience, the guy that did the Humongous Shit Show song. Fucking, you probably know Coco.
It doesn't sound familiar. Do I know Coco? Coco, do I know you?
I bet you do. I bet you fucking know him. His name's not Coco, fucking Giuseppe. Fucking James Fletcher. James Fletcher, Giuseppe.
That sounds
my
familiar.
Boy, Giuseppe. He's a New York City boy.
Is he in a band?
No, he's a GWAR fan down for. He was down in New York City the same night you were. I'll show you a picture of him in private message tomorrow. Wicked good shit.
Oh yeah, let's get back to the slideshow. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's
Estrogina.
There's Estrogina. Yes,
Yes. I actually made that freaking sword staff beast umbilicus for her.
Who made the rest of the costume?
The rest of the costume was McGuire, and I want to say, the GWAR camp. Little Bambi.
Yeah, okay, we saw these. I love this picture of you and Cherry.
Yes, that's a fuck. It looks like a wedding picture.
I know, right? a very smelly wedding.
Hell yeah, this would be. I love Miss Cherry Delight. She's actually part of my ninja McGuire. Maddie.
McGuire.
I love that guy.
Now we're getting to your celebrity photos.
Oh, Uncle Chuck.
Everyone go give Chuck some bucks.
Yeah, give Chuck some fucking bucks.
I recognize that mirror. Wait, is this at Brooklyn Bazaar?
That was at the Brooklyn House of Blues, I think.
No, that's not a thing that exists.
It was something where GWAR was interviewed by
Guitar Magazine or something. World. Yeah, and they did like it was just him and Blothar did a couple songs.
Yeah, they just took questions from the crowd, and I went up there and talked in the voice, and Bishop was like, "Woo!" I love Mike. He's so fucking funny. Blothar was all fucking. Oh, that still cracks me up.
Yeah,
that was actually
dude. I didn't know you then, but I guess I was there for sure.
Awesome. Another person that was there, Scott Summers, who was working at the time. He was working for Artisan News Network, and they interviewed me at the Art Dave Brocky freaking Memorial, the art show
gallery. Yeah, I was there too.
In the gallery. That was my first time being interviewed, and then I bumped into him there, and we're sitting there talking, and he saw one of my pins, my humongous pins, and he was like, "Oh man, you got one of those pins?" And he started flipping out. And I slipped up and I said something, and it was like in that tone, and he just stopped what he's saying, and he just looked at me, and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Say that again." Whatever. And he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You're him?" And I'm like, "I'm him." I am me. And we just started laughing, and he's like, "You fuck? I had no idea.
And
I
we
hadn't
are
seen
here
it since I lived it.
together.
It was like this weird reunion. You know what I mean? Like where just the stars brought people together, and Drea was laughing because she knew him, and she's
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck, friggin'?"
That's the night I got these interviews. I mean, these autographs.
Nice. I'll have to
At
send
the
you friggin'
bazaar.
some.
I got Ballsack and Blothar. I don't know. Oh, Pustulus and Estrogina. So
No, those covers are cool. You can draw your own little comic on there. Some people did some fucking awesome runs.
There's you with the man.
Old Odorous. That was the second night of the fucking Crackathon, I think. Because there's no ashes in his nose.
So there. I missed this one with Randy Blythe. I didn't see that one.
That was such a fucking weird thing because I had bumped into Randy outside. We were smoking a joint. Dave was standing there. Keyboard Dave. I want to say friggin' shit, I can't think of his fucking name. Anyways, few of us just standing there, and I offered it to Randy, not even thinking. And he was like, "No, I'm all good, man." He's like, "Thanks." He's like, "I got my Marlboro, you know." He's like, "I appreciate it though." And I had some artwork that was Lamb of God inspired, but it was Burn the Priest with Lamb of God.
Yeah, right. I remember when they were Burn the Priest.
And David wanted me to be introduced to Randy to show him the art. And I just met him on the street down there, you know, whatever. So like later that night, Dave comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, have you been introduced to Randy yet?" And I was like, "Oh, I met him down there and talked with him and whatever." And he goes, "No, fuck that." I'm like, "Huh?" He fucking drags me over to Randy, and he just pulls the artwork out and gives him a copy, you know, gives him a copy of it. Freaking, we're just standing there shooting the shit. And I was like, it was so surreal because it was just artists talking. None of the rock star bullshit. Just people talking. Alex Skolnick fucking pops over and it's like, "Wow, that's fucking cool as hell." You know, Frank fucking walks over. Whoever it was, it didn't matter who the fuck was who. We were all just people there. Whether it was Randy's beautiful wife or Frank's lovely wife or the drunk crack whore that accidentally wandered in there and somehow managed to stagger up the stairs and,
you
know, not puke on everything. Everybody was equal. We were all just there. It was fucking beautiful. And that was when I really realized, like, the power of bringing these people together and having these shared experiences and memories, and it impacts you, you know? You're not just on social media fucking showing pictures and talking, whatever. It's great to have the memories and have the pictures. Like that, driving the fucking Guar car down to the fucking barbecue, hanging out with Dirks and Mike Bishop.
He's got a shirt with his name on it.
Yeah, it was a Dirks thing. Oh shit! Awesome fucking time.
Here's the bill.
And the fucking bill.
So you did some art for Green Jello?
Python, the fucking weighing the duck thing, the weighing the duck shit, but it was green Jello. I'll have to see if I get copies of that. I'll get you a copy.
Yeah,
of that.
I mean, I think I have it somewhere. You sent me a lot of stuff. There's you with Guello. If anyone was wondering what that looks like.
I'll send you a physical copy of that drawing.
Okay.
That's all Monty Python. Remember the scene of Monty Python when they're weighing the duck?
Yeah.
That's all the characters of Monty Python as Guello and Bill Manspeaker, the fucking dude with the what's his name there with his fucking thing up, trying to weigh the fucking chick against the duck. The witch. They can burn the witch.
Right.
They're playing in
Did
Salem.
you see no, what was I don't know why I was jumping. I don't know why I have this Monty Python and I don't know why it's crossing the wires in my brain, but Mel Brooks, did you see the new History of the World Part 2?
I have not. I need to. I heard it's friggin' hysterical.
It's pretty amusing.
That's one of my other big influences.
Get real high and watch it. Get real high and watch it, you know.
Hell yeah. When I was making My Ninja, that was like I actually took a scene from My Ninja. I mean, from a Monty Python in the Holy Grail, because it's a meme movie where I'll just cut and paste heads over shit and fucking change it, airbrush up something, add in whatever. I took a scene straight out of fucking Monty Python, and it's like there's actually 2 of them that are inspired by it. When you watch my ninja, you'll see the fucking influence. I'm just saying.
I'll have to see it when it comes out. Pete F and Lee on here. Who? Pete Lee's here.
Pete Lee?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Brian?
No,
Are you here? Or is Pete Lee here?
Make
Kevin
some
Sorbo, that'd be
X-Cops.
funny.
Make it. I want to hear more X-Cops.
Sex dollar murder victim. That's Sundays. That's Sundays. We're not doing that here on this show. We'll save that. You got to save something for the humongous shit show or whatever you. Is that what it's called?
Yes, Humongous Shit Show every 4:20 on Sundays Eastern time. That is 4:20 Eastern time. It's the best of the worst news.
I always forget about it, and then I sit down with my computer. I'm like, oh, he's live. I'll check it out. I'll check it in.
It's fun as hell. I was doing it on Facebook. I've got like 350, 400 hours or so on Facebook that's like on lockdown right now.
Oh, no, that sucks.
Because I thanked the fan. I thanked the fan for flying the Fungal Freak flag at the GWAR show and getting blood on it, and Facebook said I'm a bully.
Oh, no.
So they reversed the decision within like a minute after I appealed it, but they had already unlisted my page for being a bully. So they had to put it under review, which is never going to get reviewed. So I just went to YouTube and I'm like, well,
yeah,
there we go.
Is this some of your GWAR art?
Yes. That was my interpretation of Mr. Perfect and like the struggle of freaking Antarctica and GWAR, you know, the frozen lords and masters with Mr. Perfect's fucking tentacles coming from the fucking future. The Scallop Boat Captain.
Scallop Boat. What a weird song.
In one fucking drawing. It's the whole song. It's got the freaking little...
You ever see that bootleg where they start playing it in 1992?
No.
Yeah, they started... No. Yeah, they've had that song for a long time. They started playing it during a show in 1992, and they get like a couple bars through it, and then they're like, fuck this song, we're never playing Scallop Boat again, this fucking song sucks.
Scallop Boat. I love that fucking song.
What a silly ass song. Oh, there's nothing problematic here.
No, the Scumdog Scream. That's actually freaking the moment.
That one too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. As an artist, I never appreciated Impressionism. And like, because of Dave, the way I had talked with Dave the first time I had freaking met him, I talked to him about my relationship with my dad, who's like my biggest influence as an artist. He's one of the most incredible artists I've ever seen in my fucking life. My dad, Donald Bassett. And Dave actually said some things to me that made me understand what my dad as an artist was trying to convey to my stupid fucking ass, because I was his kid. I couldn't understand as an artist what he was trying to tell me. So all these years I was rebelling, not listening to him. I mean, it worked out in the end, but still, it's like, you know, I was able to achieve a friendship with my father. I realized he wasn't the enemy, that I was fucking angry. It was just like, he's not trying to be a dickhead. He's trying to fucking be an art teacher, you know, but he's your dad. So you're like, rah, you know? So after talking with Dave about some of this stuff, I was able to just like build this incredible friendship with my father that helped me to build better art, because my dad is like fucking...
What kind of art does your dad make?
What doesn't he make? That's
sure. Answer that one.
35, almost 35 years working at the Maine State Museum, doing everything from building exhibits to doing stuff with artifacts to painting murals that are like the length of, you know, 40-foot long fucking hallway, drawing them with like a charcoal pencil, a drawing of like every single person in the entire factory in 1860 something friggin' working. Just, you name it. He surpasses anything I could ever imagine doing. Oh, Carmen Curtis. I love Carmen's friggin' art. I miss her.
This is not your art. I was gonna say, I recognize these, but I stole that from your page. Don't know how I got it.
That's my art.
That's your art.
The Bohab column.
Where am I? You gotta
Jerry
put me in there.
Even in there. Rest in peace, Jerry.
Oh yes, Jerry Springer. That's the news that we gotta cover. Well, there hasn't been a GWARPod since that happened, so
Such a freaking. He was
go watch
such
my
an
episode with the
awesome-
Jerry Springer kid, of course.
Yeah,
Sean.
Sean, I love Sean. I put Sean in my movie. I don't give a fuck. They can try and fucking sue me. I put Sean in My Ninja when he's on Jerry Springer. When Jerry fucking brings him out, he's like, "Guar's the best band in the world." I put it in My Ninja because my buddy Chris.
We won't tell Jerry.
Becomes a ninja. He watches
Jerry and Dave are partying right now.
Yes, that's the funny thing is freaking. So he died for freaking GWAR once.
Yeah,
he's up there,
I know.
down there, over there somewhere.
He's been being digested by the world maggot for many years.
Yes, those are fun.
Yeah,
that's Tara Kelly made that one. That's one of my freaking. Tara Kelly did that.
All right, so now I guess we're starting to transition into fan art here.
Yeah, that one in particular is fan art. There's probably some fan art mixed in with it.
Yeah, no, and I know there's a lot of.
That's one of mine.
That's an advertisement for your show. Oh yeah, I wanted to show this because it was in the GWAR comic.
Hell yes. Sean from the GWAR Museum. Sean freaking right down there on the bottom. Gavin Harding.
Jerry
on the
Springer
left.
died. Cliff, come on, get with it, man. Yeah,
You
I'm
didn't know he
sorry. I'm
died?
sorry if you're hearing it from us for the first time.
You gotta tune into the shit show, Cliff. I did a freaking tribute. I had the monkey and the fucking turkey and everything up here fighting. There goes some of the My Ninja merch.
That's some My Ninja merch, okay.
Yeah,
Oh right, that makes sense. Who did this?
That was one of mine for
one of
the Humongous Mess for the ragazine that I put out. That was
like
from
this.
Yurina Nozumi Saboa
This is really
over in
cute.
Japan, my girlfriend.
Oh nice.
There's
And
some
I
more
like this
Yurina's
too.
art.
Did this keep you protected?
Oh, you want a fun story real quick?
Sure, that's what we're here for.
Do not wear one of those fucking things to a GWAR concert with a mask on when the goddamn Jewrilla or Matt McGuire Sawborg is up there freaking giving like they're waterboarding me.
I've
Literally,
done it, yeah. I've been there.
My underwear are filling up. My balls are literally like I had to pull my leg out, and it was like I took a fucking shit. Water just pouring down, and Matt McGuire's laughing at me, freaking right in the mouth. Waterboarded the piss out of me. So
Well, you stick out in that crowd as an easy target.
Oh yeah, we were at the drive-through, so it was raining on top of it.
Oh man, the drive-through. I didn't get to see those shows. What happened during those shows? What was the storyline? That's like one of the only tours I missed because it didn't really come to New York.
It was, I want to say it was the redneck. Actually, you know what? I got some video of it. I'm gonna have to
they
take
had
a look.
like the Fauci character and stuff like that.
Yeah, they brought out fucking Fauci. They brought out oh goddamn.
Anyone in the comments, fill us in if you were at the drive-through GWAR show.
Yeah, somebody jog my memory because that was a hot mess. The ringleader's in the house, Gail. What's going on, Gail?
You gotta sell your people your shit, man. Do you have a store that people can buy your stuff at, or what?
Yes, I am actually on freaking Threadless, Humongous Mess. You can find my merch store on there. Search Humongous Mess. The My Ninja merch, I'm gonna have that personally, so I'll probably put some of that like either on my Ko-fi or I'm gonna have a freaking Delusional Deluxe Jump the Shark bag in a box set where you get the DVD, you get the VHS, you get a freaking limited edition, limited number flag, a 3-foot by 2-foot flag, tons of stickers, magnets, pins, fucking buttons, some
I don't see you. Humongous
trading cards.
Humongous Mess, you say?
Yep.
I don't see it. Humongous. Humongous is a hard word to spell, man. Humongous.
Don't spell it like that asshole Lord Humongous, ruler of the wasteland. He's always fucking with Humongous on his show. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get his though. Lord Humongous, ruler of the wasteland. Fucking asshole.
Let's try this. Slash humongous mess. No, I can't find your shit, man. I believe it's there.
I'll link it to you. You know, just so you guys know, there's only one Lord Humongous, ruler of the wasteland. So, it's not that guy in the fucking mask in Australia. Fuck him. Lord Humongous.
Hail, Ramon.
Ramon, the midget master.
Hail, Gil. Lots of everyone just hailing each other tonight. Everyone's just stuck in each other's cocks tonight, man.
Ramon.
I'm encouraging it. I encourage it. It's just, you know, hail everybody. It's a love fest here on the GWARPod.
The fungal freaks coming together.
So I got to show this because it was one of the fan arts that came through while you were booked for the show.
Yes. Darian.
Incredible.
That came from some amazing fans. Is it Elizabeth, Captain Wales, Brian Cook, fucking Jason Kimball, the ring. I mean, Andrew, my fucking manager, the fucking Passover pimp, threw in on that.
Sick.
Fucking amazing.
He made
so cool.
They made you before they made a lot of other GWAR characters. So how do you feel about that?
It's honestly, it's pretty fucking humbling to see this fan art that comes in. I've never in a million years expected it. When I first started the idea of Humongous, I was like, oh, I'll go to the barbecue and go fuck around and be an asshole and, you know, have fun with it, and people will forget about it and whatever, and we'll just fucking move on with life. And you know, it didn't work out that way.
And then there's this one too. What's going on here?
Yeah. The first
last minute edition. Oh, really?
First 3D printed resin Humongous, completely built by Sol Blair, former Wizard of the Coast lackey, I'll say. He used to work for the Wizard of the Coast. He did a bang up job, especially for free software. He's so much better now. You should see the stuff he's doing. You're gonna have to talk to him sometime if he'd be willing to. I doubt he would, but you never know. He's making some GWAR ones, making some really cool GWAR figures, 3D print wise. I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying he's got some really fucking bang up designs. You can check him out online. He's got most of them posted right on his Facebook.
Does anyone have any questions for Humongous while we're still here? How high are you? That's my question. Not high enough.
Ready for another one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I got a pretty high tolerance.
I know, that's the problem.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
That's a freaking problem. Gotta work there. Gotta freaking, you know, when you're putting in the long hours, I try not to freaking get like that baked. Like when I was making my Ninja, which started out as just a joke. Like I literally, my buddy Chris Fraley, check him out, chrisfraleypresents.com. He's a comedian down in New York City. Black man. He was singing in the shower. He does like these skits, right? He was singing kung fu fighting in the shower. He was fucking in there. Everybody was kung fu fighting. So I was like, my Ninja. Thinking about fucking kung fu fighting and stuff. So he sends me a message in my inbox. You need to learn how to read the room. He's like, my black friends are gonna get mad because you said that. And I'm like, Chris, you're singing like the most racist song. It's a black dude dressed as a friggin' Asian person talking about fucking kung fu fighting. I mean,
careful, Byron.
I'm like, you need to learn to read the room. So he starts laughing. So I said, I'm gonna make a movie about a comedian that loses his hands and accidentally gets the hands of a ninja and becomes an inadvertent ninja, and he becomes the blackest ninja to ever do ninja stuff. And he starts laughing. I made him a meme. And that was the whole premise of it, was we were joking between ourselves about, you know, some racial stuff that wasn't there. And we both freaking started laughing, and I'm like, I'm gonna make a movie out of this, just fucking with him. So I made a meme. Next thing I know, I'm cutting a scene out of American Ninja, and I'm making this fucking trailer for him. And
Dude,
he's like, that's
that
funny as
movie looks
hell.
like it's way too much work, I gotta say. That's like way too much, what do you call it?
It took me, well, here's the thing. I didn't just put together all the freaking, I went through frame by frame. It took me freaking between 4.5 and like 5 hours to do 7 seconds of footage. It's a 2-hour freaking movie.
What do you call that? The little dots in the program, the motion.
I didn't even do that. That's the thing, is I've never edited anything in my life. I just got a computer from my manager, and I decided I'm gonna try it. So I did frame by frame. I cut out
Keyframes. That's the word I'm looking for.
that. I
I
learned
hate it.
3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I learned to do the keyframes, and now I'm way better at it because I don't do every single frame. I can do the keyframes, and they flow way better. But I did all that to make this fucking movie, and I had to go to the extreme of like muting all the audio, finding music, sound effects, making sound effects, using sound effects. I got Gail, the ringleader, to do voice work. I got freaking Chris Fraley, obviously, doing work. Red Eye Reviews. Buff Pro is in there. He's a big YouTuber. He's a good shit. There's a whole bunch of these people that came together. Giuseppe's in there, Coco, Miss Cherry Delight, Drea, Dolly Puke, freaking I play like 12 or 13 characters, unfortunately.
Wow.
Just cause I couldn't, some people, there was people I wanted to work with and they're too busy and they couldn't. Psycho Destructo's in there too, Kurt's in there. But it just turned into like this snowball. Punky's in there too, Punky Bruiser's in there. Andrew Riley's in there. There's so many different faces though. Like I cut out a whole ton of different faces, and then I was like, well, I need to add in some fillers. So I did like green screen stuff with Turkey Surprise fighting Brian Ahern. And then I was like, oh fuck, well I need to film this. So I'm like sitting on my fucking toilet with a tripod between my legs, filming myself unrolling a toilet roll of scroll that I had drawn up of these poop paper prophecies. Like it snowballed into
madness.
A really fun project.
Here, you want to see this funny picture I found? I couldn't find any pictures of me with her directly, but that's me filming. Something's going on, and Miss Cherry Delight's screaming across from my camera here.
Nice.
You see, I'm in the dinosaur. I'm Kevin the dinosaur here.
Kevin,
so you only see the back of my head, but she's posing for the camera or something.
She is a firecracker.
At Stimulate, which is a party that I'll be filming this Saturday. If you're in New York City, come to Drum on Saturday night. I'll be there with my camera doing that goth shit.
Have fun.
Yeah. When was this picture? Let me see.
Forever.
That might have been before Estrogena happened. Oops. How do I hate Facebook. It's so hard to like navigate.
Crack books, what I call it.
Oh, I'm like stuck in this picture now.
That's where
by Swab, by the way, he's a cool photographer in the scene. What else do you want to promote, man? I guess your movie, your fucking show. When is the next time the public will see Humongous Fungus of Urungus?
Oh, Sunday. This Sunday, freaking right over on YouTube, Humongous 420. Be on there for the Humongous Shit Show. I'd like to do more. I might actually be getting into some playing some RPG games with the Neon Lords of the Wasteland.
Yeah, I might get in on some of that action too.
Yeah, I gotta see.
I've never done it before, but they said they'll teach me.
Yeah, same here. I have no idea. I don't mind sweating freaking for some fun.
Rick's painting your figure. That's cool.
Hell yeah!
He's going to start.
Get
that
to
water or shine you drinking? Me or Byron?
Toilet water. Always toilet water. The finest.
Garden State Comic Fest in June. You should come. That's what Cliff wants. Or me, I'm not sure. Maybe both of us.
Might have to see what the hell fucking...
Is it expensive?
Yeah.
I'm more of the chiller theater kind of guy, although I haven't done that. Time to Blazing Days. Yo, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Brother James. I'm freaking light up.
Monday. Yeah.
Old ZZ
It's about
Belsham,
that
bearded
time.
brother.
I feel like I need to re-up my high.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Any last questions for Fungus of Urungus? I think we just about did it. We did a good 2.5 hours.
Nice.
You know, we gotta save some for a part 2. We can't blow our whole load.
No, hell no. There's a lot more to talk about. That's the freaking tip of the shitberg, quite literally.
Yeah,
we didn't even talk about Humongous' new country fucking album coming out.
Well, you said something about it.
Such hits as 18 Wheels of Love, Penitentiary freaking Love Triangle.
My Truck, My Dog in Prison.
See, that's part of my inspiration is freaking my truck, my dog, my prison. But my latest one is Truck Stop Head. Have you heard Truck Stop Head yet?
No.
Oh, you should look it up. I got a music video for it and everything.
Oh, really?
Tortured people. Oh, yeah, making music videos. 18-wheeler for essentially Humongous has some repressed memories from being on hiatus because Guello took a break. So poor Humongous is like forgetting about a bunch of shit that happened, and evidently he put out some country fucking hits. And boy, do they suck.
What is this music video I'm looking up? Humongous Fungus.
Look on Humongous 420.
Yeah.
Go onto my YouTube and look up. It'll be right there in the first couple videos. Truck Stop Head.
Truck Stop Head. Oh God.
18 Wheels of Love is too catchy. You can't send them off with 18 Wheels of Love. They'll never go to sleep.
Too much. Oh boy. Well, I'll get this prepped up.
It's the word. It's absolutely fucking horrible. But I'm telling you, man, Are There Piss Jugs in Heaven is going to be a trucker hit. You know, 4 out of 5 truckers have approved of these songs. But the 5th one, he's on the road, so we haven't heard back from him yet. We'll find out.
Let's see. We got. Oh, I lost the chat. No, Cliff's gonna have a table at this con. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Love you, Fungal Freaks.
Good. Hope you're doing well, Ted. Heal up quick, buddy.
Indeed, Stone Ground. Yeah, what you smoking? Fucking
smoking
weed,
some fucking blueberry and some glueberry.
When's the Conway Twitty inspired coming out?
That's already out. This new one's freaking gonna be out soon. But the way they describe my music, Humongous's music, is it ain't no Conway Twitty, but he smokes like Willie Nelson.
Oh yeah. See ya, James. Haha.
Have a good night, brother.
Night. Good night. Grape skunk. Nice.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know what I'm smoking. I just kind of have an amalgamation of different stuff, so it's kind of like a surprise every time.
Yeah, I grew like a bunch of blueberry and inadvertently like shot up to like 7.5 feet tall and filled my yard. And I was like, okay, so I got way too much weed, but it's not a problem.
That's not a problem.
No, I haven't bought weed for like a decade.
Bring it over. You can bring it here to the suburbs, although you know we're doing okay. It is fully recreationally legal here in New York State now.
So awesome. It's been that way in Maine for a long time with the medical, and they went totally lax on it. And now that it's rec, they're like, you got any meth?
Yeah, you can actually go to real stores in the city now and buy recreational marijuana. It's a beautiful thing. I can't say I've actually done that yet, but good night from GWARPod you soon. Bob Babs good.
Good night, Flar.
Yo, hit me up, Flar. Let's get you on the show.
Hell yes.
Because your costumes are pretty cool.
Oh, they're freaking sweet.
Sweet.
Big shout out to Lanny, too. I see old Lanny making freaking the old tentacle arm friggin' odorous suit. That's badass.
Oh yeah,
man.
dude, that's my favorite odorous costume. So yeah, it's so badass to see. Such talented fans out there. I wouldn't even know where to start on that. Big
There's
dog.
so many talented GWAR artists. It's fucking ridiculous. We could sit here and talk about just the crazy amount of talent that's in that fan base. But I'll have to.
This is my contribution to the fan. This is my fan art. Is this show? I guess.
Yeah.
But let me talk about my own art for a moment while we're still here. I hear Bandcamp Friday is coming up again soon. I'm not sure if it's this week or next week, but you can go check out my album. I don't know if there's any more of these. There's a very limited supply of these hand-drawn covers of my record here. Welcome to my pity party. The first of a 3-album trilogy. This one features Brian Viglione from the Dresden Dolls and Abby Death and Slim from Green Jelly. You know, all sorts of cool characters on this one. So go fucking vonesper.bandcamp.com if you want to, you know, you could also just listen to it for free. It's on Spotify. But if you buy the actual CD, it comes uncensored. And it's the only way you can get the uncensored version of the album is to buy a physical copy. That's my plug. So that's pretty cool. I'm waiting for people to catch up on that one. So
that's a good idea.
Go check it out. Or you can buy this tape, this cool cassette tape that is It Has to Be Sincere, Songs for Jack Terrycloth, a tribute to Jack Terrycloth from the World Inferno Friendship Society, one of my other favorite bands. I would say they're sort of a concept band as well. That's an argument for another show. And of course, hey, they're not officially for sale right now, but if you want some Life and Slimes of Dookie Flyswatter stickers, like I got lots of stickers left, so hit me up, yo. Let me sticker you up from riotstickers.com, our favorite sticker manufacturer.
Nice.
That's my plug for myself. Go support the artists. I don't make GWAR art per se, but I make, trust me, album 4 is going to be heavy and rockin' and much more GWAR inspired musically than this album is. This was a COVID experiment of making songs that are not like the stuff I usually write. So anyways, that's my spiel.
I'm not the type of person to write country songs, but it makes for a good joke.
Lanny rules. Land's awesome. Later, brother. Everyone's just talking to each other. I feel like sleazy. Although I haven't caught his show in a long time. Yo, hit me up.
Yes, I got them freaking
stickers.
Later.
Stickers for my documentary that is ongoing. It'll be out eventually. That shit takes a long time, man. Unless I get an angel investor, I gotta like do my day job first.
Yep.
Good night. I think everyone's going to bed. I think it's about that time. I think it's about that time to close out with some truck stop head. Oh God, no! This is so getting buried in the algorithm. Thanks, Humongous.
I'll share the shit out of it.
Yeah, I know. You're good at the promotion for sure.
Hell yeah, I appreciate the hell out of it, man. It's been a blast.
Of course, come back. Oh my God, I can't even believe I'm gonna be talking to this dude.
Joey Slutman.
Yeah.
So awesome. Congratulations, man. You're really
We're
doing a
gonna
great
fucking
job,
find out about Joey Slutman finally. I don't think there's ever been an interview with this guy. I've never found one. I don't even know what he looks like, sounds like. Haven't seen anything from him since 1985.
That's awesome.
I guess we'll find out.
I bet he's up to something. That's for sure.
Gotta figure out how to make stickers. Like make them yourself.
Sticker mule.
And then,
it's pretty easy.
Of course, Chris Bobst, who is one of those old Dim Times members, also from the Alternatives, and a bunch of other stuff. He was that guy in the wheelchair on what's that movie they did, the award show one,
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
It was like the retrospective. It was a silly project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm failing. My mind is gone, dude. This one, oh man, this is just gonna be. This one might get me in trouble, but fuck it. We want to hear all the perspectives, okay? We're not trying to cause any drama, but I feel like every guest on the GWARPod is slightly controversial, at least.
Oh, everybody is. Everybody's got something to say.
Yeah, well, I know. Well, you know, I don't want to perpetuate drama here. I just want to hear all the perspectives.
No, you do a good job, man. You let
Thank you.
people
I try.
let people think what they want to think, say what they want to say. You know, you put it out there. The people that come on here put it out there. It's freaking facts.
Yes, this is no. This I advocate for no facts here. This is I have what was I have a warning on my intro now, just in case. I don't know if that's legally binding, but I cannot substantiate any facts here. I'm just letting people talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If somebody tells a story and you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
I don't know the facts.
It's not like if I tell a freaking story about what happened and people freaking can sit right there and
perspective on that story. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people have their opinions on some of the stupidest shit, and that's their right. You know, I know a guy who cannot stand Corey Smoot era GWAR because it went from punk to metal. When he came in a room with a view and fucking made it metal, one of my buddies is like, nope, I draw the line there. He still listens to the stuff, but he'll get that attitude of like, I don't listen to the fucking Smoot era because it's too metal for me. I like the punk GWAR. That's his opinion. That's fine. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of my opinion too. I don't talk about that opinion very often. I mean, I respect all eras of GWAR. I saw the show in every era. I collected every record, but that was definitely my least favorite era of GWAR.
Like I enjoy it. I think it's freaking awesome.
I enjoy it, sure, but
like people are entitled to think whatever they want because you could look at that simple conversation and think that guy hates all new GWAR, but he doesn't. He listens to it all the time. He just prefers the punk. So if somebody wants to take it out of context, let him, because everybody else that listens to it has the brains enough to say that guy just sat there and said he listens to the freaking shit, but he just doesn't appreciate the metal as much as he does the punk.
Yeah, I like the punk band trying to be a metal band.
You'll always get people that have to twist stuff to get their knickers in a fucking bunch, and let them get all fucking pissy.
So let me ask you one last question. What did you feel? How did you feel about the new album, the new Dark Ages?
Honestly,
and what's your favorite GWAR album?
Honestly, I sat down to listen to that album the first time, and I got partway into it, and I shut it off, and I listened to it the next day all the way through, and I was like, wow. The second listen through, I was like, wow. The third listen through, I was
each time.
Wow, exactly. And I was like, this is fucking impressive. Like, they nailed this. They did such a great job. And I really I appreciate everything they've done prior to lead up to this point, because it's an evolution. And one thing David told me is that GWAR will last forever. Said 500 fucking years from now, GWAR can still be going as long as the people, that is the artists behind the masks, are dedicated and they stay relevant to the times with the humor, because otherwise you're left in the past.
And this album is definitely current with the humor.
Yeah, I love it. And the stage presence of the live show, holy fucking yes. Like, I love it, dude. Yeah, exactly. Hands down, this is like one of the things where like you see where somebody comes into a band not filling the shoes, they go in a friggin' slightly, more evolved direction, so to speak, and you kind of wonder, is it gonna work? And
it works for me.
It totally works for me. I was worried, and then I listened to it more, and I was like, wow. Same with a lot of other people I know.
I think it's the best one. I keep saying it. I think it's their best album. Technically.
Yeah, technically, freaking, it's really.
It's never gonna necessarily be my favorite, but it's probably their best.
Yeah, I mean,
If you check all the boxes, it's all there for me.
It's so hard to.
Mike Bishop's bass sound, number one.
Yeah, like,
and what's your favorite
freaking,
GWAR album?
It's a toss-up. Like, I love the metal of Beyond Hell. I love Battle Maximus. But there's like the older friggin' more zanier shit that I just love to fucking sing, you know what I mean? Like I love singing like Meat Sandwich and weird fucking shit, you know? Like it's such a toss up. It's one of those bands where you're like, I can't like pick a fucking album. But
I can.
You can narrow it down.
This Toilet Earth for me.
That's a fucking solid fucking album. Like I really freaking like America Must Be Destroyed is another one that's got so many bangers on
third, yeah.
So many fucking bangers. Friggin' I don't know. It's one of them things where you really could just bounce around. I can tell you my favorite offshoot single, that like weird B-side thing is Isn't It Disgusting for cover. That's a weird cover.
That was a Dayglow Abortions, right?
Yeah. And that is one of the most fucking badass, odorous spoken word kind of start outs to a song that just tears fucking ass. But their cover of Billy Ocean or the fucking Kansas,
do I have that? I think it's on this guy, right? The Record Store Day.
Is that the one is that the friggin' B-side one, or is that the real one? Because they did one where they recorded it in the studio for Battle Maximus, and it's not as good as the live Onion one. The live Onion one is the best cover of Carry On My Wayward Son.
No, I think that one's on, let's see, what's on here? It's West End Girls and People Who Died on the Blothar side.
That's a good one too.
What is it? I don't know what's on the other side. I think Carry On My Wayward Son, but the studio version was on this.
Yes, that's what it was on.
Carry On My Wayward Son right there.
Like Battle Maximus or something.
Yeah, and I think that was a studio version.
Yeah, and it's not as good. It's not as improv. It's not as funny. And that's not a dig against the band. I just mean the wit of Odorous talking shit with all the bullshit in the beginning.
Someone remind me what's on this side of this vinyl.
It's such a cool picture.
Yeah, and then Lothar, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, it's more fun to look at than actually listen to, but
yeah. Friggin' Bishop, I love that, man. Look at Mike. They're all such good shits. Bishop's just such a intellectual architect, you know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't think I need to tell everybody to go watch that interview. You've all probably seen it, I'm sure, right?
It's fucking worth going back and watching. Some of the stories.
I know my flow was off, all right? I fed the trolls a little bit. I know my flow was off, but I was following his flow. Trust me, I had a flow, and I broke it to follow his flow. So, you know what? Fuck off.
Yeah, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Sometimes it ain't easy freaking doing the live shit. I do like 3 hours on average every Sunday with the news show.
Yeah, but you just talk to yourself, which I think is a different, it's a different kind of skill, because talking to somebody...
But no, like people in the comments, like my friends will be in the comments, and I'm like, I'm trying to read it as I'm going, and I'm like trying to do the news, and I want to interact with people, and I'm like, holy friggin', it's a
lot, man. I'm producing a live show while I'm trying to pay attention to all these stories coming at me.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. It's
no,
like
I know you're not.
To try to like do the teleprompter friggin' and keep up with what's just.
I gotta
write
say,
down, like, a scribble note.
99% of feedback has been positive. Thank you for accepting me into the GWAR, whatever.
You're great. I love it. It's been a blast watching you do these. I really appreciate what you're doing too. Documenting this.
Get into my car and leads into Baba O'Reilly. Gotcha. Right.
This is the kind of thing where you need to take and download it all and put it into like archive form, where you can sit down and watch it on a DVD or something, you know what I mean? Like
DVDs. Do people use DVDs these days?
I fucking watch them all the time.
Well, if anyone
VHS.
out there wants to, if anyone out there has a lot of time on their hands and want to help me clip out my shows, I could use a little intern deal. I don't know what I could offer you, but I just don't have the time to do it, and I really want to get those clips out there.
Same here, man. It's a lot. Like doing the news, there's so many things where like I just come up with the stupidest shit. I'm like, oh, that'd be a great piece for merch. And then 500 fucking ideas later,
Oh yeah,
you're
me
like,
too.
oh, I forgot about that.
I gotta prioritize my stuff, and
yeah,
you know, just doing the show is like a success enough for me. Okay, I've been rambling enough. Thank you,
you're doing great,
everybody. I think we're gonna close out with some country music because I'm getting a little hungry, yo, and I
Close
gotta
out
go.
with some sloppy seconds. Hope all you freaks have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Should have tuned in next week for sure. Was it next week or is it?
Not next week. I think in 2 weeks or something like that. Let's see, May 17th. 2 Wednesdays from now.
2 Wednesdays.
Fucking Johnny Slapman.
Shit, yeah.
We got him.
That's
on
so
the
cool.
GWARPod. Go follow, like, share, subscribe, comment below. Go follow Humongous Fungus, Humongous 420 on YouTube, and just, you know, you just spell humongous correctly, like this guy's gonna pop up everywhere. And pop up like a fucking fungal mushroom head. Mushroom Head, that's another band that I gotta go see again. Anyways,
anyway, yeah. Don't
let's
get me
check
going
out.
on there. It's good times.
Let's check out your country music, and I will see you all next time on
Stay safe, stay stupid.
Well, I pulled into the truck stop just to drain my lizard. I see you standing there with the lips of a dick-sucking wizard. Well, she must have cast a spell on me, 'cause now I ain't got to pee. I know I gotta get some of that truck stop head. Best money I've ever spent is on truck stop head. She swabbers on my balls. I love that truck stop head. Best there ever was. Truck stop head. I had to have me some of that. I love that truck stop head. I had to have me some of that. But when she starts to suck my cock, I know she's on the clock, 'cause I'm getting me some of that truck stop head. She's licking on my balls and she's stroking on my cock. And I'm gonna get me some, and I know I'm gonna come, 'cause I love me some truck stop head. The best there ever was. I love that truck stop head. Oh, baby, don't stop. You're my favorite lizard on the lot. And she always hits the spot when she's sucking on my cock. 'Cause I love me some of that truck stop head. Oh, slow down, baby, slow down. Oh, slow down. You're gonna make me fucking come. Baby, don't you stop. I got that $20. I'm about to drop my load. You're gonna get paid. If I had a few extra bucks, you'd get laid. Breaker 69er. Humongous Fungus here. I'm about to drop my load.
I just gotta pop in and say that was just truly horrifying. Okay, bye.